logo, even in most of the certificates that have been presented to people, they were there in the name. So I'm sure, or we're still expecting the come around, because maybe probably because today's public holiday, all the staff will probably say they traveled and is allowed. So please, everything we're going to be doing here today, I just want impact, so that tomorrow when I see you or meet somewhere in London or in Canada or in Kapashan or Lafia, we could say yes, we got this, because the testimony is loud from those who attended the meeting. Quickly, the app, we call it ChatGPT, is the focus for today. It is not the only AI tool that people are using in the creative industry today. There are so many of them. Some for video editing, some for just data writing. Even on your WhatsApp, you can see something like Meta. Most of you don't even know. When you see open your WhatsApp, there is somewhere you just search, put your research material there. Please, I want to know the direction from here to area 2 or area 3, how you go to your area in Abuja here. And before you know, you just see list of activities or locations that can take you to those destinations. Those are AI tools that can really be useful. And in the Western world, some places have even started using this thing even before 2020. But it's just coming to Africa now. I won't blame us for not knowing, for those that have not used it, because even the cameras we are using today, Hollywood, they are very selfish. So any opportunity to run fast to catch us here is best for us, so that we can grow in this industry. So that I wouldn't be selfish. Oh, thank you. Can you stay here? Okay, it's good here. Okay, I know why I'm saying this. I hate when I see Mike even on camera. But it's okay. If you can't beat them, you join them. Okay. I hope you can see those at the back. The screen is okay, ba? Yes. Oh, good. Okay. First of all, before we go into this AI thing, we need to understand what our craft and the success of our craft is all about. And I'll be very, very fast. So please try and catch along. It's going to be a panel session. I already have some of my strong voices who have been doing this job far before I even know I was going to be doing filmmaking. Now, there is an acronym I actually formulated. You know, for those of us that know how to do shorthand during school days, there is a definition. You just pick some of the keywords and pick it out. I call it the APN and T. This A stands for appreciation, the P for preparation, the N for networking, and the T for timing. And why this is very important in our creative world is because a lot of persons will say talent is just 5%. Character is everything. And that's where I gave birth to this whole idea from. To be appreciated, you must first learn to appreciate. No matter what you do, whether you are in business, that's what I said earlier, it's not all about filmmaking. Extend it to your personal life. You must also understand that those who appreciate get opportunity for next time. In our industry today, especially the actors, the crew members, and even the audience, they don't appreciate the craft. They don't appreciate the process. There are some actors, you give them role, and once they are on your set, on that set, the PM will call you and call you and call you. Which kind of actor you carry give me? I don't send somebody from Benin come Abuja come shoot. Because of meat, he no continue the film. Yes. Because of meat. He came back and they decast him. There are a lot of persons, when you give opportunity, you call them for a job, you are scared if you will not fall into their trouble. Because they don't understand how you got that network to bring them inside the process. So most times, appreciation is key. And why you see some people grow and some are not growing is their level of appreciation. Sometimes when you tell people, why I've been in the industry for over 20 years, and you ask them, can you show me a film that I can use to show other people? They don't have. You act on somebody's set and the trailer is out and the person is sending you to share. You come up with, I beg, my picture no dey, my face no dey the trailer, why will I share? But it's the project where you are in. So it's very important that this appreciation, we must learn it from all around. If somebody, you finish from a film set, sometimes when we work with some actors, I was sharing a story with a friend yesterday. I had one terrible actor on my set. And one thing about me, no matter how terrible you are, I already know what I'm looking for. So it's my ability to bring what I'm looking for from you. So after all the efforts, it was an advert, and the advert came out. And the guy called me, said, you see the way you were embarrassing me on your set that day? Not be the work fine like this. You see the work what I do for you? And I was like, wow. Because he didn't know. And I told him one time, I said, if you say this thing in front of my editor, he know where he go plank you. Because there is a lot of cut. We're cutting sentence. That's how bad some actors are. So when you finish from any production, whether you are good or you're bad, always learn to call the director and say, director, thank you. I learned something from your set. Producer, thank you. PM. There's an actor friend of mine. He's doing very well. Tito, if I mention his name, all of you already know him. His name is Anthony Wood, the Ghanaian actor that is reigning on all the YouTube films right now. Now, PA, now he give am recommendations where they fly up and down today. Because why? When he comes to a film set, he appreciates the PA. He will just buy drinks. Some of you, if you are going to a film set, you are going like they are entitled to feed you, take care of you, give you bread and everything, and everybody must worship you on that set. But he's a young man that is very calm. When he's coming, he brings bottled water, pure water, everybody. Not like he was overpaid. Some said they won't even pay him enough. But this thing he's doing is creating that level of appealness. If that's an English word, he's appealing to the emotions of people he's working with. Because the film set is not a playground. Now war zone. PAs they carry wire, DOP they change lane, everything they go on the same time. Everybody they verse because the brain is working at the same time. So if you add to their trouble, you get it worse. There are some directors that will say, I don't want this actor on my set again. And they will not go to DGM platform and say this actor is very rude. And that's the end of your career. So that's a brief talk on appreciation. As a film or content creator, appreciation is very important. If you want to know how the digital world appreciates appreciation, go and check. If you post anything on your Instagram page and people are commenting and you don't comment or you don't reply them, you find out that some people will even delete their comments. It's called engagement. That's why you see your YouTube is not growing because the engagement is not there. Facebook, there must be engagement. If people are sending you message, you are not replying, they will think you are a robot. So those thank you, those nice one that you see some of the big celebrities do. It's not like they don't have other job they are doing, but they have to contend with appreciation. You must keep on doing it. All the meet and greet, those are formulas of appreciation, but it is very important in our craft. Sorry, I may email this or send this to the organizers, but we don't have to go very fast. But I need you to understand what we are doing here. Then those who appreciate little things are trusted with bigger ones. So when you appreciate a director, a production assistant, costumier, makeup, wardrobe, and you give them that love, you share that love with them, they will always want to recommend you for another job. And like I always tell actors, Monisa, like I always tell crew members and thereabout, the truth is that when they discuss casting, you know they did there. PA, they did there. You know, most of the jobs are recommended by even PA, not PM. When they are saying, we're looking for one fair, not too tall, within the age of 23, 25, and the PA is just passing, I have somebody. The reason he has somebody is the fact that maybe that somebody was nice to him or her in another set. Not because he even know that the person can act. So that's where the next topic now comes in. If somebody is going all out for you, how ready are you to match the recommendation, which is preparation? Opportunity only rewards those who are prepared. There are a lot of persons that, according to one of the famous pastors, Sermon will always say, you can't meet a great man and in 1 minute you cannot say what will transform your life. There are some of my friends, my colleagues in the industry, when they meet veterans, like those of the Kunle Afonlaye, the likes of the Lancelot and all of that, when they meet these persons, they're like, can I have a picture? If you check my page, before I snap with any celebrity, they take time. I must build that connection. I must get something from you. It's not the picture. Picture will always come. But once any of us just see opportunity with celebrity, the first thing now to on Snapchat. What if the person now say, okay, wow, are you an actor? I say, yes. Oh, I have a film I'm shooting here. Can you, I'll talk to the PM to call you. Then when they call you on set, you don't even know what dialogue is. You don't know what character action is. You don't know what even a script in between the lines. And when they give you script, you're like, do we really need the script? I can just summarize what's in this story. So as a creative, preparation is very important. And in preparation, you must understand that training is very important. The kind of certification I have in my wardrobe, I don't think, I still tell people, I say, I don't think I have my mates that have that. There's no training that I don't go to. The ones that I pay. There's a course we did recently, Minds and Emotions. We paid almost 450K for 2 days. And my friends were like, what are you doing with it? Minds and Emotions is very easy. Now go online and read it. But why do we have to go for this training? Because when the opportunity comes, we are dealing with different human beings on set. My last job, I had over 100 and something cast on set, almost 60 something crew members on set. And in Nigeria, it's not funny when you are directing such a huge number. Everybody is giving you their own character in their own dose. You call an actor to come out, you say because the other actor has not come out from the hotel. PM will now call you, director, your actor no one come out. Call time is 8 o'clock. You are battling with how 2 actors, they are checking their window for who to come out first. If you don't have the patience, the knowledge, the understanding, set experience to handle this kind of drama, you may never succeed in this craft. That's why we have so many filmmakers who today they are battling with growth. They are saying, I don't know what's happening. How is this guy doing it? Why is this guy with Netflix? Why is this guy with Amazon? Why is it that it's only few directors that are doing film for Netflix? It is not because they are God put oil for their head, now their head big pass. No, because they understand this appreciation method. I know many filmmakers, when you tell them, I have somebody who wants to do film, and the person wants to put in 10 million naira. You say, oh yeah, now that's good, that's great. You give him the 10 million naira job, and then after the film is out, he doesn't bother to call you again. 10 million, you say, Baba, 10 million, you don't even find me anything. You say, Baba, even the 10 million, I put my own money inside. Very, very common with us, creative. There are actors we will recommend for job, they will pay them well. I've recommended an actor where they paid her 4 million naira to just host a show. We already have an existing MC, 4 million naira. She came, she was put in the best hotel, she enjoyed all the luxury of the town, and after they paid her the 4 million, she left the city and never bothered to call me. And I was like, how does somebody just sit down and receive 4 million naira? Who gave you 4 million naira? You don't say, thank you, I enjoyed my stay. Nothing like that. You traveled back. It's common with a lot of creative. It's not like everybody wants something in return, but that level of showing concern is very important for our creatives. Then, talent without preparation is a ticking time bomb. I already said it. Talent is just 1 or 5%, anyhow you want to rate it. But preparation is most important. Why do you go to audition and you say they don't pick me? I've been going to audition, they don't used to pick me. They already have their people they want to. No. You have been doing the same thing over and over. I know I've sat on the panel because I'm also a casting director. I've sat on the panels of most of the films that have been done around me. And some people come back to that set every audition with the same characterization. To a monologue, no actor has a monologue. When you check their Instagram page, what you see is twerking. What you see is miming foreign films. They don't have role model. Those days when we were growing up, we always have a role model. The pictures of my role models are in my room. Everywhere I go is everywhere. But now we don't have a role model. We already are our role model. So when you come to audition, you repeat the same thing over and over and over again. And at the end of the day, what becomes of you? You say they don't choose me because they already get their people. And you know failure always have excuse. You always want to tell people that no, I know of a girl who told my director that because they didn't choose her because the director wanted to sleep with. And I heard the story and I'm like, okay, wetin happen now? That man can say, you never know this girl that they talk. The two of them have never sat down in one place. So there was nothing like that. The girl just framed that up among her colleagues of discussion to feel important in that discussion. And it happens in our creative. So that's why when you have the opportunity to prepare yourself, ground yourself. Those days when I was trying to delve into music, for my guys here. Sorry, I'm not introducing that seated here, but anytime I'm talking from the ground that he knows me too well. Some of us, we wanted to go into music. Our career started from our bedroom. The moment we enter bedroom, nobody enter that bedroom till we finish. We are singing, we are doing this, we are doing that. People will now come and say, they disturb us. Those were preparing times. When I realized that it was film I wanted to do, after I went to school, studied mass communication. Mass communication, like I was telling some of the my university senate recently, I told them, I said, mass communication is more closer to filmmaker than theater art. And they say, how? I said, I know how many theater art graduates have come to my set. I need to start putting them through on camera physician, camera positioning, and even set experience. It has been a huge drama because they only teach them stage. A director will graduate from theater and say, my major is directing. Okay, then I'll do a short film. He's thinking that camera is like stage. He wants to stage the whole this thing. And then we're like, where do my DOP place your camera? I have some students that came to do IT with me. Oh yeah, now where would they place the camera? He said, just put on them and make your face them. So after that, we went for NFI, Nigerian Film Institute, TV College Jaws. There's some training we did even in Abuja here for film. All these things we're doing, Royal Arts Academy, we're doing all of these things for the purpose of that time will come when somebody will call you and you wake up and the next thing is let's go to set. As I am now, if you call me tomorrow morning, let's start shooting. I already have all my accessories to enter field. I'm like a soldier, I'm always prepared with my guns. So if you are not prepared, when the opportunity hits you, you say you're a producer. Somebody calls you to the office and like, okay, I have a project I want you to do for me. This is the script. Then how much can this project go for? You say, give me like 1 month. They give you 1 month. After the 1 month, you are back. You say, I go think say maybe like 5-6 million or 30 million go do. But if you know, you are blabbing. Nobody wants to listen to I go think say. Give figures, give data, explain. Because you're a producer. As a director, have you been able to digest the script? If somebody gives you script now, can you tell me in 10 minutes that, okay, this is what I understand about this story? Or as an actor, most actors, when they come to your set, some of them don't even read the script. They just thought it's cramming. I know many of them will just come and say, truth, you didn't read the script. He said, I was on another set. That's the easiest escape route. They're always on another set. But the day you tell them, show me or show me, they don't have anything to show. Your growth is faster when you go behind the door and prepare. And I always give illustration of David to most of my creatives. While the brothers were busy building muzzles in front of kings and warriors going for war, David was under a hideout. No, but even his own father, he's not even sure. When they say, bring out all your children, he hide that one. He never remember. That's what you should do as a creative. Any opportunity you have, go cook yourself somewhere. We're talking about a film that came out recently. I know many people have not seen that film. Every Friday, new film comes out in cinema. I always go to cinema to watch those films. Some creatives are waiting for free things. YouTube is there. All the blockings you need, all the directing you need, all the films you need to learn, all the characters you need to study. Somebody was talking to me about the lady that played the lead in Straw. I was like, wow. She said, how do you see, I was asking, how do you see the lady? He said, the ladies are be art, where she make me cry. And I'm talking to a creative, an actor. Is that that means you are talking like a layman on the street. We make you cry. Is that, when Iniedo wrote episode about the girl on her page, she wrote as an actor. When me, I want to write, I'll write to the producer and the director. Because that's the area they work. Because those are the unsung heroes. The magic she did wouldn't have been possible if the director wanted another direction. It was the director did that he produced. I have a female friend who is a cinematographer. Any day you carry that girl go cinema, now they watch him as cameraman. Say, wow, I like this camera angle. See the lighting. This DOP trial. Please, let's wait. At the end of the film, I need to know this DOP. She's always focused on her own field. That's how creatives should think. Don't watch film like a layman, market woman. Don't see projects like a normal person coming into it. If somebody gives you script, most actors, once he gives the script, they say, what's my character name? They'll say Jane. You say, okay, we all go through Jane. Jane, till the end. You will never know you will never enter your character because you are reading just news. Now news is they read. And you present the news. That's why when you see some actors, we say actors are flat. You don't know your characterization. So you need to be well prepared, well grounded as a creative. And this area I'm talking about, if I don't mention your field, just put yourself inside your field. That's where I'm talking from. A costumier will come to set and they don't send me the picture of the actor now, so I just bring costume. Somebody gave you a script. It's your duty to sit the director and the producer. Who is playing this role? Give me the number, let me call. Let me have the measurements. Let me see. There are some actors that don't wear a certain color. So when you just plan your own, you don't even call the actor, you don't follow anybody talk, you just go bring all those colors come. They will not wear it. And sometimes we as the crew member will say, this actor they form. No. You must first, during your pre-production, you must understand these people. You are giving welfare on a film set. You say, okay, you are shooting in the north. You go, they make stash and owo. For who? Because the body is cheaper for you to get. You don't even ask them what are they going to eat. You go carry Niger Delta food. They go give how some people may they eat. So you must be over prepared. Know what works for people. Do your research. Disturb everybody. I have a costumier. Whenever I give her a job, even me they tire from call. I'll just sit down and never be a person don't come. Director, I just read this scene now. We had a meeting yesterday. He said, director, I just want to do my job well. And she's doing it well. I may be feeling disturbed, but I like it. If you don't disturb a director, he will not go extra mile. That's why when there's a flat job, it's everybody's fault. That's preparation. And the keynote is success is when preparation meets opportunity. So you must be overly prepared, as in too prepared, so that when the opportunity comes, because when that moment comes and you miss it, even you will not forgive yourself. You go to an audition and the director like, wow, this is the girl I'm looking for. Please give her the script, let her run lines. And then she just blab, spoil everything. This is the picture the director has. Then they see a picture live. That's why you see sometimes we force ourselves to use a particular character. But there is a limit to what a director can do. The next one is networking. As much as our society has helped us to be self-dependent, to live by ourselves, in the creative, it is not like that. Have you ever worked with somebody like Sam Dede on a film set? With how many years of experience, the man still want to build more contacts? Or have you, the best actor I can recommend for you right now in the industry? I'm speaking from the position of I have worked with 99% of them, is Brother Shaggy on a film set. He's a skit maker, but when he comes to your film set, the energy where they carry come, that energy, even you as the owner of the film no get am. The vibes, those around will feel his presence. If you give him call time 7 a.m., him and Sam Dede, I'm calling these two people now because I have worked with them over time. 7 a.m. is call time, Sam Dede waiting for you by 6:30. Sometimes crew they meet am for set. This thing is, you are indirectly building your network, increasing your reach. When you come to a gathering like this, as program never starts, you get where you just go find. Sometimes I know it's embarrassing. Some people may misunderstand your intention. But as a filmmaker or as a creative, you don't have a choice. Have you ever been behind a comedy show where comedians are just laughing and cracking jokes? They are warming up. For you, this guy is a talkative. No, if he never even get any joke when one crack. But that talk, from talk to talk, he go losing up the atmosphere. He go fit climb stage. So you are as a creative. When you meet a new person you have never met before, you create that rapport. You never know who is the next producer. You never know the link the person has. Most of my jobs I have gotten as a director or as a producer are people I just met and I would have just said I don't need them. Someone did IT with me in 2017, and I made sure she do her short film and submit it in film festival. And the film festival screened her film. She showed it to her family, and they said, "You must do a film. Send me the budget of the film." And she called me, and we discussed. Script came, everything, blah 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 blah. The next thing, the father called me. I came to Abuja here, and he said, "Where do you want to shoot the film?" I said, "Let's do it in Lagos, because we don't want to start paying flight tickets." And the job was done perfectly. Till now, the girl is now in line of produce. She has her own YouTube page she's running. So if I was not intentional about my networking and my relationship with people, I'd have just said, "No, be IT you can't do. Take your mark and go." And she said, "We even say, this person, I never really need them." So anybody have the opportunity to add to your circle. And let me tell you the power of networking. The reason we want to pay an Iniedo or a Bimba Demoe for a film, put all the budget to pay them, is because of the data, the number they have. Iniedo at the time had the highest number of followers in Nigeria. And that's why brands are running after these people, because of that number. So you will get 20 followers on Instagram. You go reach gathering of 30. You know, just try lobby like 5 join to the increase them. I used to tell people, I say, I can't be in my church. I do film. Not be my church, go fair, go watch am. In my street, not be there, go see am. Then who am I? Because those are your organic fans. Those are people that can die for you. Big Brother is an illustration for this networking. Don't go into, some people, they will enter Big Brother house and go like ghost. They'll say, I don't want to make them know. When I enter there, they will see me. When the voting come on, and you the first come out. Because this is where you need numbers. And our craft need numbers. The producer that don't use you now, once they start seeing your number, now they're going to run follow you. Now they go dey pay the price to get you. So you need to create that networking. Stop hiding. Don't live in your shell. The only thing I will advise you is that don't add the negative networking to it. I used to tell my female actors, if any director say I must sleep with you before I give you role, no to insult am. Allow the process. Yes, understand me. Allow the process. It may never happen unless you are not a good actor. Yeah, I gave this instance to somebody and she was like, you know, I said, no, don't reject him, but just be giving him excuses until the film happen. Make we enter set. When you enter set and everybody loves your presentation, just now say, director, don't worry. Oh, I just want this film, maybe middle of the film, once the film they go on. And the girl lure the director, she don't start the job. Now all of us, even the EP, say no, this girl is too good. Now, as a girl now, say you now have your power to say, director, I don't think this is necessary. Because you know will reject you. But make sure you do it solemnly so that he doesn't hate on you, because if he hates on you, he go share you out. I've been in a platform producer say, we don't use this girl again. She too get problem. And once they don't talk for that, they are beer parlor. Your own don't finish. Because all of them, they are in the same circle. The directors, they are in the same circle. Even PM, they are in the same circle. So you must be very careful how to tell a director or a producer no. It's not like they put gun for your head, say, mo do anana. Now process. Take them through the drill. When they get to that level that they know you are a good actor, because that's what sells you out. Now when you know good, now you dey sleep with man to get role. If you trust yourself and you're good enough, I can bet you 100% that no matter what, that sex where they find, it go turn out to career for you. That's networking. Then the keynote is, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And this part allow me to explain something very important. I usually tell people, I said, actor friendship is not good for the creatives. Please try and understand me. Don't misunderstand me. Actor friendship is not good for the creative. Producer friendship is not good for the creative. I'm not saying be enemy. That's my bestie. My bestie. Your bestie is a fellow actor. You are fair, tall. And your bestie, fair, tall. Then when they now call, I'm looking for a fair, tall actor. You think say your bestie go call you. Even if she dey set, she go still tell the producer, say, abeg, I dey finish on Wednesday. You fit just delay my scene go Thursday, so I go enter on Thursday. Because that's the major issue. If you sometimes you are hating on your friends and only she dey get the role. She may have some character that you don't have, and everybody just love her. There's somebody that told me, I just like the other actor, they smile anytime she comes set. Just smile when one person get, people just like her. So when she's getting the roles, you may not get it because you don't have what the aura that draws people together. Then as a PM, production manager, when they call directors, I need a PM, they call this PM. He not thought saying too busy. Go say, director, I'll do breakdown for like 5 days. Maybe you get 4 days to finish job. But you can't like, I'll do breakdown for like 5 days. Then we'll just start on the 6th day. He's booking space for himself. So your kind of relationship should be actor-crew, then crew-actor. It helps you grow faster. That's the networking I'm talking about. Tie yourself around your opposite. Because now crew member go call you, say, actor, they shoot next week, especially costumier and makeup. Those people, the relationship that works between costumier and makeup, it lasts longer. So look for this trick and use it. It helps you for your networking. Then the other one is timing. Timing is divine, but it favors the ready. Most people feel their time don't pass, or they have invested so much that the time is enough. Everybody has their unique timing. Somebody like Maurice Sam, our popular actor, you know how many auditions that boy don't do. Then he now started with Hush. Abi, Hustle. Even people like this guy not be good actor, this guy not be good actor. Today, call him. He's booked till July next year. He go tell you, the manager will tell you, say, can we just, if you are ready, let's open your own booking for next year. Project where they don't give you money, they want me to shoot now. Somebody is telling you next year. Because it's hot in the market. You can't call them people at demo now and just wake up. No. Those girls, they put in their best. And their time came, they are now leading in the row. So, prepare yourself. Keep appreciating any opportunity you get. Network with the right people you have around you. Make sure you go all out for them. And then when your time will come, you'll stand like a star. That time, nobody will stop you. I have a friend, Miwa. Oluwafemi Miwa on YouTube. She was my assistant class rep. All the time she dey travel, go Lagos, go Enugu, go do film, nobody dey call her. Today now, she's a sensation on YouTube. It's her time. And timing is perfected by preparation. Even your spirit knows when you are ready. And when that time comes, you become a celebrity. I know how many heads of guild here don't struggle, don't work hard, do what they need to do. Today now, they are on the top of the ladder and they are doing well for themselves. So please, appreciate time. When the time comes, don't rush it. You may just sit down and film, one small film where you just do, and then go blow you. And that's why I tell people, don't always say, no, now, I don't do this industry for long now. Why they give me only 3 scenes? Do you know people are using 1 scene to create magic? This Okon, Bishop. Now 1 scene, now it come out. And our cappers. Today now he's a sensation. People are paying hard to get him. Abi Zubi. You know how many times all those ones don't suffer? My late friend, Junior Pope. PAs where they don't do for set just to get 1 role. I tell some actors, I say, if you say acting is your career, please sometimes shift ground a bit. When I say shift ground, you may not get a film role if you are not on that set. So I always tell most of them, if you are not choosing at the audition ground, lobby for PA. Even if you cannot do makeup, you can hold fan for celebrity. So that the day the actor is supposed to come, no come. Because that's why I ask most of the directors. Sometimes not be the actors who will cast with they use. But you just set like this, the actor they wait for go just tell us, hey, I'm on my way. And time is going. The director just say, hey, PA, wear costume, give her lines. And she will do it perfectly. That's how most actors' career started. So if you are sitting in your house saying, na actor, na AGN I register for, I don't go they call me for makeup as a whole me, can they do makeup? No now. Or can they carry bag follow Messi Aigbe? No now. If you too senior me na just 2 years. But you never can tell. Just one small bag where you carry and follow and somebody go observe you. They say, this girl looks better. I know my boss told me a story. He said the girl that was supposed to play the lead because the EP funded the film and he put money for the film because of his girlfriend. And when they do first, second, third scenes, they don't shoot for 2 days. But then they prepare and say, no, the girl is not giving what he's looking for. Now I tell the EP, say, please, my name cannot be on this project if this girl continue like this. And the EP say, wait till happen. He said, the girl is not a good actor. Do you know that my boss, the director, had been observing the welfare girl? The girl that used to go and buy the food they will eat on set. The way the girl they talk to people, he said that the character where he want me the girl depict be that. The way she talks, the way she express herself and everything. Now one day as they give director of his 9 years, do you act? Say yes. Are you sure? I say yes. So I came to the audition but they did not pick me, so I just offered to do welfare. The thing shocked my organ. I say, take this script, read these lines, let me hear. Do you know the funny thing? They decast the supposed girl and put the welfare. She played the lead and that film won a lot of awards and that was her shine to the top. If I mention her name, all of you will know her. So the industry is looking for people who understand this trick. And the most successful people in the industry today are people who have applied this trick. So look out for this I've mentioned. Apply it even in your business. in your office, in your place of work, in your relationship with even God or man. It works, and it has been practiced and proven. Now, this is what we have been talking about, the creative equation. That's what I call it. A, P, N, and T is the excellence. A stands for appreciation, keeps you grounded. Preparation keeps you ready. Networking open doors. And timing determines your launch. And that is the end of that phase. Thank you very much. Any question on that area, then we'll quickly go to that particular. Any question? In the absence of none, let's quickly rush to why we are here. A lot of persons have been seeing this chat GPT. And before some of you came, I said earlier that no matter what, they are not funding me. AI is not funding me. I just want all my filmmakers to do perfectly well whenever they are doing production. I've used it. A lot of my colleagues have used it. Even after the training, some government staff, civil servants that came for the training in Benin, Ministry of Art and Culture and all of them, they'll be calling like, hey, you have solved my problem. I say, not be me. People don't use them since. But it's good that I open your eye to understand the use of this AI tool. And for filmmaker and creative, this is a weapon that you need. And I'm very happy when my organizer said, this hall, if I say you just allow this program reach like, maybe we'll plan on like 1 month or 2, now we'll really get people. But for my mind, I only want like 5, 6 persons. Because if 6 of us, the few of us that are here, know how to use this, those people when no come, they will pay you to render services from here for them. Somebody wrote a script for me in 2022, and as I was reading the script, because the guy had written like 4 or 5 scripts for me. So if you write for me or you talk with me, for example, I have my friends, whenever they write something to me or they use another person's phone to write, I already know who wrote that thing, because some of their frequent used words, their nuances is seen in the essay. So when the guy finished the script, I'm like, guy, this script not be you writer. Who you give? He said, no, writer. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. I said, okay. I said, see, these are my observations. Correct this, correct this, correct that. He came back in 2 days again. Another script came back to me. I said, 2 days. He said, yes. I said, I mean, the money make you the rush this script because I'm not getting what I want. He said, no worry. Say, bros, any correction you just want, I ready. And this is somebody that if I correct his script in a verse, because me, I'm very detailed to the point that the picture I'm seeing, I want to see it on paper. And if I explain it to you, you don't understand, come to me again. So the guy just come again and say, tell me what you want. And you tell him, he just send me script again. I said, what did he say they write this script? He said, I the writer. I said, okay, no wahala. When he was done, I paid him. When we were on set, I noticed something and I told him, I said, I want to create an addendum in the script. So I can't create addendum, added like 2 other characters. The guy can't send me back the script immediately. Addendum was completed. Now I said, baby, how far? He said, nothing. That's okay, no wahala. Catapult to about 1.5 years later, that's about 2024, yeah, last year. The next thing, I saw this app, and there was a training we went to, and they were teaching us filmmakers how to use this app. Because me, I use Studio Binder, and Studio Binder is about $99 per month. It has all the to break down costume, break down production, and all of that. And lo and behold, after the training, I call my guy and I say, how far? I need a script. I say, write the script. Now I call and I say, Baba, you dey use GPT. On the phone, the way they talk, you know when you catch somebody, the way go pause. He say, Chairman, who show you that thing? I say, oh, so you have this update since. you dey do me this thing. He said, no, na just some coded update, they know they share am like that. I said, okay. I said, but now it don't reach my turn. I paid for it. I went for the training, and people need to understand this, because when they understand this, it make work easier, smarter, and faster. So that's why I'm bringing to you these terms. Like I tell my civil servant friends, you may not really need all this. But the simple word here is chat. When you prompt chat into the app, it return back garbage out. And before you use this app, you must understand your area. If you are a script writer, you must understand how to write, how to impute your dialogue, the kind of dialogue you use for a certain community. So it's not about throwing the thing inside, and when you bring her, you print her come out. You make a fool of yourself when they get to set, because some good directors know how to recreate their story on set. So when they call you, you are not able to catch up. So if you don't know anything about it, as a director, if you don't even know how to do your blocking, if you use this app and it gives you blocking, now the ending of the film, you can realize, say, you be dey do blocking for another film since, not be this particular one. Your story will change, title will change, everything will just change automatically. And if you are a director of photography and you do your storyboard with it, you don't know what storyboard, you can never get it right. Because it will be like somebody who study English, they give am further maths to solve. You must understand filmmaking, content creating, your niche, your area of specialty, before you can apply this. So for those of us that have iPhone, Android, I need you to download the app so that we can flow on the same pedestal. It's called ChatGPT on Google. No, I just need you to use this. ChatGPT. This is the logo. You see there. See it here. Yes.
Connection with that.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yes, is it? Are we there? Do we have it now? Okay. While you are downloading it, please permit me to appreciate the presence of my Oga. I get plenty of Oga. Okay. I have one of the finest brain from Edo State. He's so versatile that even at midnight, he used to be my ChatGPT. Whenever I need to rewrite maybe a voiceover, I'll just send it to him. I say, bros, please go through this voiceover and rewrite it for me professionally, because he's a broadcaster. And all of us, we are scared of his IQ. We don't know about his EQ. It may be very low, but once his IQ is beyond the normal. It's somebody who can solve your problem before you even know it. Please put your hands together for, we call him Fidel Castro. Well done, sir. If you dey listen to radio for Abuja well, you hear voice tire. Then I also have somebody, if I say I meet am for road, I'll still greet am as my Oga, natural Oga. But I didn't know I've been talking to a new leveled Oga. Please help me put your hands together for the director, Abuja chapter, DGN chairman. Please, well done, sir. Yeah. Me and I know they work for a long time, but I only see him as my Oga. And today, they can't elevate the level. Thank you very much, sir, for honoring this invitation. We spoke about 11 p.m. yesterday, and today he's here. That's to tell you how much contribution these men have put into the industry before now. And I told him, sir, you need to be here, because now una use VHF, they shoot. Now una use biro and paper, take the right breakdown. When they give you script of 200 pages, say break down the characters, character Bible and all of that. Now then, thank you very much, sir. And I didn't know I'll be privileged to have another very beautiful lady. I don't know if somebody have told you before. You and Rachel Okonko, I don't know if they've told you people have resemblance, but you people have good resemblance. Please put your hands together for the AGN chair lady. Mayor, okay, you call him Mayor here. Wow, AGN Mayor, Abuja chapter. Thank you very much, ma'am. And my brother, my friend, he's not a filmmaker, but he's one of my biggest supporters. No matter anywhere I'm doing something, whether Lagos, Benin, Port Harcourt, if he's there, now they pull the strength and the vibe follow me. Please put your hands together for, he's a real estate mogul. He's a farmer. When I call him a farmer with prestige, not the one they carry hoe. Please put your hands together for Mr. Raf. Thank you very much for honoring me. Those are the big blog for Abuja. Then my most recent, I hope you are downloading it. My most recent EP, the latest EP in the industry. I didn't know Tyler Perry is going to introduce our film in another style. We just did a new film. If you have seen it, Akate. There's one man who has, let me reduce the hype. Please put your hands together for a skit maker, a stand-up comedian who has been doing it for over decades now. And he just produced his most recent film, the film I talked about that we had over 100 cast and crew. And he was the executive producer, the lead actor, Akate, King Zina, as we call him, aka Akate, the flanger master. Thank you. So I have a lot of persons here. Have we downloaded it? Yes. Have we downloaded it? So we can move forward, right? Yes. Good. When you open yours, what did you see? Okay. 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 Thank you very much. Like I told you earlier, my Ogawe put this whole thing together. I don't know how much this hall is, but I'm sure with this economy, for someone to pay for this huge place in Abuja, Area 1, when I told somebody, one person, I found this whole place, I was shocked. He said I should tell you that we have, or we are on live. So if your friends who gave an excuse that they cannot meet us, we're on YouTube live, you can connect or share with them. Don't connect here or share with them to get the link. You ask one of them, they can quickly help you. Some of these guys, the media guys, they can help you share the link so that you can share it along. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for him again. I hope this is what you are seeing. Please try and ignore all these things. It's my library. When you get to that level now, your whole library go long. Pass, I put some for archive for security reasons. I don't want to close it. I want them to, I'm going to explain a lot of things from this angle. But it's not like secrets. Everything that is there is okay. After Benin class, somebody called me and said, I want to toast a girl. Please, can I still use the app? Yeah, the truth is that you can. Let's go to the girl's Instagram. I'll teach you all of that. I'll teach you both the good and the bad part of it. Anyone? Okay, for the purpose of this class, I have not mentioned some of the other AI tools that you can use for creative. Generally, there are some that are script-focused AI tools. There are some that are for editing, video editing alone. There are some that are for religious purpose and all of that. I will give you some of their name, or you can ask here, what can I help you with? The truth about AI is that, like I said earlier, it is what you give in that you get out. AI doesn't have the bank of that knowledge. Now you they give them the knowledge. You are prompting this to wake up what you are sending in. And as much as this is very smart enough to even detect when you are asking for the impossible. If I was using my phone, or as you're using your phone, you click on it and use your voice. one night I was in the room and talking to my AI, and my neighbor came in the morning and said, I thought you live alone. Yeah, who they always dey. The way me and the guy they talk, it be like two people. Sometimes we go at length and argue. Like, what's the idea about Donald Trump and Elon Musk? This, all those kind of arguments. And the AI was like, why did you choose this? I say, from this angle you are coming from now, and this my angle, which is better? If the AI will just, I'm very loud because my phone is loud. So the lady was surprised that this conversation now, you and who did that room? Because this AI happens to be the new friend that every creative and everybody needs. Whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. For example, I want to start from a story building. I want to develop a story. I don't know, very simple story. Nothing is coming from my head right now. If anybody can give me a story, very simple. Simple story. Okay, can we say Abuja girl? I like girl. Abuja girl dating a rich.
Just use Abuja mayor dating.
Okay, Abuja mayor. Even though I use mayor because AI doesn't know AGN leadership to be mayor, they're going to give me the mayor representation either in military or in British, wherever they are going to get it from. I want to ask, I said, I need details of Benin. I just pray people have network here. Oh, thank God. Okay, you see, this is the trick here. Because I wasn't build enough information, AI will suggest. Certainly, here's a detailed overview of Benin, assuming you are referring to Benin City. Sometimes it will tell you, give you detail of Benin, because that's where they recognize with. So you now say, Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, basic information, location, south. See, all this information is out within a second. And then somebody will now have this information that something can do this within a second, and you say in the HUD updates. Now, sorry, I thought I'm using my screen. These are the information about Benin. If you want to know about Benin, I want to come to our film. I have a script now as a filmmaker, and I'll be acting as either a director or an actor or a content creator. I'll say a girl or a lady of 20 in Abuja dating a senator because of poverty. I'm always nice to my AI. Some person will just go direct. I always use please. So sometimes when my AI is talking to me, I always use please too. But if you teach your AI how to use arrogant word, it will share them with you too. Please. Okay. I need a short film script. I have a script already with a title. And now Amaka, Senator Bako, because I mentioned Abuja, Ada, Mama Amaka, so it's Igbo related. She get. For what I said earlier, if you are not a scriptwriter or a filmmaker, INT may not mean anything to you. You may not understand what it means. Bed sitter room you may not understand this scene heading. But if you have seen a script before, you already know that this must be done interior. And the location is bed sitter room and the time is morning. So for a DOP or anybody that handles camera or crew member, they already know. So why I'm trying to do this explanation is because of the prospective filmmakers, because we invited everybody that is here. Then this is the action I was talking about. So if you are not a scriptwriter, you may not know that this is the action. Amaka is seated on the bed applying makeup. Ada is behind her, arms folded. So you can see this is a script for those of you that have seen script before. Now, I don't like the fact that the characters are all Igbo. So I want to please change the, change the character to English. Still brought back Amaka. So, sure, here's the revised short film script with all characters speaking standard English. You see that I wasn't detailed enough. So if you are not a smart user, AI will help you, they get sense. Changing of character, I didn't tell character names. So if I want to probably go back to my write-up and edit, I can edit my write-up here, or I can retype characters name. You are seeing it, right? The names have changed. Even Senator Collins. So this is how to get a script. But first, for us that know about logline, synopsis, and treatment, we usually create our logline and our synopsis first. Then we insert our synopsis into this place to give us the script that we want. What I just did, I just gave an instinct to AI to just generate. And so whatever storyline that comes out from here is what AI generated for me. So if I want to doctor it to tell my story from the beginning to the end, where I can say Grace later killed the senator or Grace later married the senator, I need to put all of these details in this place to generate my script. Before now, people pay, or I pay, over 200,000 to 300,000 for scripts. Sometimes we even pay 1 million to script writers. And the drama of script writers are, they give you at their own convenience. Sometimes you are battling with a script writer for months, you have not gotten your script. You are waiting, you are calling, you go to talk saying get writer's block. And that writer's block happens to everybody. But now, with AI, I don't even need to visit a scriptwriter. I know I'm going to touch some people's audience bias on this topic. I don't need to visit a scriptwriter because a lot of us have very deep ideas, lengthy ideas, but we can't share it. Sometimes a scriptwriter will be seated and you're like, there's something in my head I just want to pass to you, but I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes you even try and explain it, the writer may not understand. But you see here, no matter how difficult it is, put it in your own language. How unprofessional it is, put it here. Once you start reading it, you now begin to doctor it. Probably I want to change Collins to probably a man of 60, 70. I can change the age, change everything, change the narrative. Then when you go to the ending of the script, this is what AI usually does. Let me know if you like a version in script format, that's final draft or PDF. A voiceover style narration adaptation. Suggestion for how to shoot this on a low budget in Abuja. We are not going into production process. This is just a story we are developing. And he has been able to give us all of these things. Grace, if you read through now, you can see a lot of, I know some persons are already writing their own. Very sure. I didn't finish training last time somebody brought a full script of 150 pages to me. He said, don't worry, the only thing I needed is for me to don't know how to use it. That's all. Now, you're done with this. This is first stage of production, script. You have a script, and the script length is 7 minutes. Probably I have accepted the script. This is what I want. And I want synopsis or treatment. I need a synopsis. Synopsis, please. This is you talking with your phone, your system, and everything. Before now, most filmmakers or most producers or actors or whoever don't even get to see the synopsis of the film. I gave an instance when an actor will just say, what's my character name? They say Jane. Say, okay, if you would tear the rest, come on, just look for where Jane did. Go through all Jane and don't know what the story is all about. But as a filmmaker, as an actor, as a creative, you must understand the synopsis first before you even start reading the script. It helps you understand the script when you are reading it. Because sometimes you may read an entire script. Before now, I have an actor friend, I gave you the name earlier, Anthony Wood. He will tell you, I used to read my script like 20 times before I go on set. The reason is because he wasn't sent all these details. So first he's reading to first know what the script is all about. Later he's reading for his character identification. Now he's reading to understand the people he's playing with in that character. And because when you do all of this, you may even read it more than 20 times. Then you are not reading because you are scared of the director that is coming to direct. Probably you have not worked with that director before and you're like, if this director disgrace me now, all my big name will all fall to the ground. Do you know how many celebrities prepare overnight like they are going for exam hall? You may never know until you get there. When you see your junior colleague, they praise and they're like, no, you know, try. Do you know what it means when my DJ chairman will just tell you if you have been with him on set and say, you know they grow, you are better like than this. You know sleep. He was past breakup. Yes. So now this is the synopsis of the story. For those of you that don't know what synopsis is, it's just a little illustration that explains the entire story and the direction of the story. Now, in the heart of Abuja, Grace, a 20-year-old university hopeful, navigates the harsh realities of poverty, struggling to care for her widowed mother and survive in the city. The end port for comfort is a powerful short film that explores the price of survival, the illusion of wealth, and the silent battles many young women face behind closed doors. We now have a synopsis. Now, I want to talk to a costumier. Please, if you are a costumier in the house, what you just simply do, give me a costume breakdown. Costume breakdown. Thank you. So whenever you have this breakdown, you now put your originality inside. You now put your culture. Probably you are shooting this in Edo or you're shooting it in Enugu with an Igbo story. You now begin to, but because this is English, you see the costume, look morning in the room before meeting the senator. That was when go through whatever they call look. Look is same as sin. So, but costumiers understand this language better. The look in social sin, the look in social sin, that's what they mean. So, more effort, modest, but flattering dress, bodycon or a midi gown or mini gown. I'm sure the ladies understand what this means, and the costumier does. So now as a costumier, you have this. But before now, a costumier will sit down, open the script page by page, read the story first, then come back again and now start reading character. So who is the first character? Maybe Jane is the first character. Look all the Jane scenes and the events that took place. Then she begins to write Jane first scene. This. Same with makeup person. We start doing all of that to outline it, and that's how it's professionally presented. Please delete that understanding of our analog shoot production set where we don't present this to the director or to the production team. You know, we are already used to fire brigade shoot now, that sometimes when we come on a film set, we don't even have a pre-production meeting. We don't even have a script conferencing. Even director get to meet the costumier that morning because the producer is trying to save cost. Director will just see person, we worked where 20 years ago, yeah. That's when they now begin to, the director, this actor, where you dey talk to, the costume I get for her, no worry, I will surprise you. Then when the film camera is set, bring my actor, then director will just sit at the corner as if he is going for war. What is this? Did you read this script? Say yes now. This is my idea. This is my creative idea. No, it's not your idea. Director has a picture you have not noticed. So that's why as a costumier, when you have this, present it to the director. Oh, director, see my breakdown. And director too, when he has an app like this, he does his own costume breakdown and see that, okay, let's do a little adjustment. We almost have the same thing, but just change this guy. I want this guy to always have a uniform. Like those of you and most of us have worn straw, right? I'm sure that lady used one costume all through. It's the director's design. The uniform for the place, the red jacket, the white lawns, the hair, and the trouser with the tennis she wore all through. So it is the director's idea that's okay, I want this guy to be on one costume. It must be the director's idea for Merlin to be on that costume from season 1 to the end. So you as a costumier, if you never hear from the director, you may not understand the picture of what the director is looking at. So you must also have the same idea. So that is what a costume breakdown looks like. And that's what it helps you do. Even the skit makers these days, most of my skit makers are now writing their skit as a script. Because they are tired of coming to set and say, you all run past here like this. Then when you come back like this, then when I shout for you, shock. Because BBC is coming to do documentary on these guys. So when they now come from abroad and say, they pack all the camera and say they want to come and do documentary on Fledger Master. And then they say, let's see how your shoot set goes like. I just say, okay, see at BBC they come, and then I just they all gather and say, hey, you run past like this, you run past like this. You they looking at, what is he doing? The not many documentary they don't do for Nigeria when they reach road or throw for sea. Because the world cannot see it. But if they want to make a mockery of us, they will go and show it. So that's why everybody is now adopting new technology, any means that makes you look professional. Okay. Very well. Very important. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so you see that the costume breakdown has been done. Let me talk to an actor. You have been given a script. I'll tell you how to upload your script. In this place, when you upload the script, all the details about the script that you have been given will pop up here. All you want to do with the script will pop up here. So for example, I'm an actor, I've been given this script. All I just need is first character Bible. For those of us that are hearing that for the first time, it's just as easy as understanding all the characters, the role you are playing. Simple explanation. Okay, this is Grace Johnson. So if you have been started a script that was given to you to this page, and you said you need a character Bible, it helps you understand every characters on the set and their characterization. First, Grace is a smart, emotionally mature girl from a poor single-parent household. She moved to Abuja after secondary school with hopes of entering university, but poverty has kept her dreams on hold. She works part-time, sends money home, and takes on burdens for far beyond her, yes, personality. So this is like a profile of Grace. So if you are playing the character of Grace and you have this, very easy for you to flow. You don't have an issue at all. Then the motivation to escape poverty and give her mother a better life, even if it means sacrificing part of herself. I know most of us did not read the whole script, but I'm trying as much as possible for us to understand that that was our script development, that was our costume breakdown, and now this is our character Bible for the scripts. We now have Senator Collins, who is doing the same thing, is explained here. So if you're an actor, you are given a script and you have this before the director. Your own is director. See the character Bible I have about this script. Is that the same thing with your own? Director definitely would have still done his own character Bible. And when he sees that, okay, can you twist Grace for me? Let her just be a very self-centered lady who wants more than just helping the mother. So I need you to be more, not to play a direct character. Because there are some films where somebody may just be playing a cool girl, nice girl, church girl, all of a sudden we twist. If you have watched Destroy again, you almost think that the lead character was a drug addict. Yeah, drug addict from the beginning. It was later they now introduced to us that my daughter and I really love. Nobody says she's an addict. So that's how you twist a character along the line. So when you have this character Bible, you already understand what your character is to play. So every scriptwriter must have her character Bible before going on set. And these are some of the negotiations some actors should learn how to do. Before now, you may never have the opportunity to see this because Storybinder, some of us could not afford to continue with it. $99. If you put that now, I know that's a huge amount of money to pay for something you don't use. Then, let me talk to the DOPs, the camera operators, and I'm very sure all the skit makers are DOP. Short breakdown. So this is for DOP and director. Sometimes when some producers are negotiating with director, director, how much this film go cost? You give person script, how much it go cost? And the director is like, how? I need to understand all of this. First of all, talk to my DOP. You don't just give price. You call the costumier to do her breakdown, you call this. But with this app now, a producer doesn't even need all those long drama of I never read and give me two days, like they said. Once you have all of this, you already know the lenses you are using. You already know the storyboard you are building for your script. You already know that this is, you and GOP already have an alignment. So when you see some films where shows both girls in the small room, visualizes poverty, shared space, emotional tension, then over the shoulder, this one we call the OS. But some people call it the OTS. Those shots for those newcomers, those shots that must establish maybe a side view or shoulder view to a direct link to the person opposite is what we call the OS. Mirror shots, Faith POV, point of view of Grace mirror shot. Now, the importance of this whole usage of this app is this. Even as an actor, you already have this idea. I was on a set one day and they told, the director said TOP. And the actor just continued where she stopped. And the director was like, sorry, is this your first time on set? He said, no, I've been acting for years. And you've not heard the word TOP. Now take it from the top. So when you as an actor take your time to go more than the acting responsibility you have to even study some of these shots, it makes the work easier. Not only Nigerian directors, they shout, they do blocking and all of that. Some Hollywood directors are in their director's block. They have their monitor in front of them. Everything is set. Is the AD to come and tell director we are ready to shoot. He calls, and director calls his action if he wants to. Once his frame is correct, everything is correct. The behind the scene of this straw that we're talking about is already going on viral. Director just sit down for inside a box. They say, Gaffer, come. This your light. Check am here, and I never balance. So for here, director does everything. Director almost want to do makeup now on set. Yes, because everybody will come, no budget, no budget, no budget. And at the end of the day, not only director will get the full idea of everything. The DOP only sabi operate camera. And funny enough, get it right, DOP no be job of who dey operate camera. But now we just twist and spoil am. To have a DOP on set, these days now even on YouTube, 3 DOPs a day. Do you know how much it takes to pay one DOP where you dey get 3 for set? In Hollywood, they are among the highest paid crew members. They are always above the line. And he's trained scientifically to understand lenses, light, and frame. So what he does is he tells his camera operator, I need also lens for this shot. I need a 50mm lens for this shot. I need this for this shot. I need this. Then the camera operator goes to his box, pick the lens, mount it. It's okay. The profile shot I don't need a full detailed profile. And the camera operator already know what he's doing. Then once they are ready, they tell the director, check your frame if we're ready to go. Then we move. The same thing when I see shoots for skit people. When you see them use their phone, the language they use, they almost use our language, but they use it unprofessionally. You hear them say, can I go 2.5? Those of you that use iPhone, when you want to zoom in, there are numbers there. You have 1, you have 2.2 to 3 to 4, so you zoom in. So you see them on their skit camera, they are doing, give me 2.5, maybe they closer, or spread out a bit. Take the shot, maybe you splash them. You see that they use some language, but the language is almost as important as nothing. Because they are stealing some languages from the professional field, but they are using it because it's giving them money. So they don't even care about what is OTS. Who are you telling take TOP on a skit set? But these are very important for you to know. No matter the cadre you are in filmmaking, all of these are things that you must know as a filmmaker. Now, you have been able to do your breakdown, short breakdown, scene 1, everything well explained. If you shoot this film like this, it qualifies for any film festival in the world. Any film festival in the world will accept this film. Like, don't use the best actor. We're not talking about actors now. We're talking about the film production. So if you shoot your film like this, that's why you see most of our young filmmakers today, they're almost directing their films. It's not because they are saying directors are not good directors. It's because they already have the knowledge of all of these things. And the reason most producers turn out to become directors is because they are the ones spending money, so they get all the opportunity to go to a free film school. I call it free film school because producer is with costumier. Costumier, how many clothes you buy? You don't attend film school. Makeup, how are you going to do it? Why are you using light makeup here? Don't you think the girl is too fair for you to use all this heavy makeup? She's already going to a makeup class. Then the maker will not say, no, why I'm using this is because of the feel of the camera. That's what the director says. Say, oh, there's a feel of the camera. You say, okay, you don't understand that one. Then the next thing goes to another person, the props guy. He said, why are we using gun instead of knife? That one will still explain that area. Now, if I want to attack the props person here, props, please. So you see, immediately, your props is out. This is what Oyibo have been using, and they refuse to tell us. So when they bring out some production names on film set, we are asking ourselves, what did they actually do? Now, you have a prop, mobile phone, 2, small travel bag or backpack. So the production props breakdown has been done. So as a producer, you don't need props person to come and say, hey, we're buying this, we're buying this. No, you can get this. At least you carry your phone, you carry your children's bag, envelope with cash. All these things is provided. So you are no longer in the era where the props man will say, to buy this thing now, envelope now 2,000. Then when they give you budget, you don't even know what he's buying. But your own is make your feet work. Then when you want to form smart, who they know they cheat, you say 2,000, now I give you 1,800 now. Your envelope is 500. So production is now easier, smarter, and faster. So as a producer, you have all these details to yourself. When the man come and he says, this is my budget, you say, don't worry, can I pay for your services and get this thing? So all those high projects, with those days when we used to say, now low budget I get, will no longer exist again. What will now exist is, how much is your service? Let me pay for your service. I'm getting everything as a producer. It is only when the director now say, okay, can we just do, this guy has this customized envelope for this shoot. He's going to do a customized one. That's where he now needs to go and get it himself. Unless you choose to want to do one. Then it continue like that. Everything that is needed on the film set. So you are not surprised when you are on set. Somebody will tell you, oh, we did not buy that brush we needed. Then you are just like, we're on a film set when the EP was overdoing. We told the EP that we want to buy a color bar. The DOP said we want to buy color bar. Color bar don't finish. The EP said, no, now, when that goes soon drop, director say, no, shoot now. How much the color bar? DOP say, I get 2 from my bag, but if you give me the money, I'll buy and replace. How much? He said 18,000. He said, okay, give me your account, my transfer for you. Transfer 18,000. All the crew use and buy drink. Use and take welcome to the industry. Please, those of you that don't know color bar, all those blue, yellow, pink, you see, you used to see on TV, it's digital. So he just bought color bar. So that's how we welcome people to the industry. So when you just come and you're doing this and that, so sometimes DOP will just tell you, after he has framed you and the director is about to shoot, DOP will say, that's the way you find for this camera. Come see yourself. You'll see, because you are a newbie in the industry, you all run, leave there, won't go see yourself. Because it happens subconsciously. Because on set right now, you don't even know what you are doing. Anything they tell you, then you go to. So these are things that can help you. So that it's easier for you to sit down when somebody sends you script. You are not a novice again. You already know. That's why when you see some actors on set, it's not because they are too smart. When they'll say, next scene, I'm wearing a black top and a blue jeans. A black top and a blue jeans. And then surprisingly, you are not like, this actor is very versatile. This actor knows what she's doing. And like, some of them don't get this update. They don't keep her scenes. They hold down. So that you will never get out. They go feel say you never reach their level. Some of the level they look up to, na level of information. People that have the information, they are the ones in that level. And now that you don't have this information, I'm sure when you find your next film set, either as a director or as a producer, you cannot draft your own project. So let me I've talked to prop person, I think set persons, they understand all of these things now. Let me talk to a producer. This is the area the producers are very, very interested in. Budget breakdown. Please note this. The reason we are using this app is because it's the only free. The rest you must pay for. And this one, there's a level you get to in this one, they will ask you to pay for. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thank you, man. So this is easier. Now, as a producer, what are you interested in? Most times, when you want to do a film, like, I want to know my budget, what I'll spend in the film. Because I want to make people know they do film. If you understand all I have explained before, now you don't have a budget. Like I told my Benin people, I said sometimes AI doesn't give you a low budget production. Sometimes it gives you extremely low budget. Now, director, that day, the shoot is supposed to be 2 to 3 days. So if you are not using my director here, I'm sure this film will not even take him out of his house. Because most times, we producers, we negotiate based on our instinct. Somebody gave me a project and he said, I'm coming to Port Harcourt to come and shoot. I said, what kind of film? He said, action film that the karate people, they started training. I said, how you want to train where director never will see script? He said they will fight for the film. I said, He said, okay. I said, so how much is your budget? He said, no, I hope 500K will cover everything. He said, it's just 7 minutes. If I show you my chart, you will laugh. He said, it'll be 7 minutes film. Now only more than 500K. I said, it's not the time. 7 minutes, then people will take watch am. How many will take do one? The sweat and the blood that will enter that film you are saying now is not easy. So who are you paying? He say all the thing go get 2 DOP, abi mo use 3 camera. I say e dey suggest 3 camera for inside 500K. So producers can be so funny. So now the director flat fee 100 to 150,000. At least we can recommend this for a new director or Indian, we call them indie director, independent directors. They can take this for that. But there are some veterans who their name gives the project relevance. When anybody sees the film, they will look at the director and say, this job na correct job. But when you go put director and never get film credit, just know say your film go there around no film credit area. And if God try, say the film try, if he win award for festival, and then you don't help the director and you don't help the crew. So whenever you are negotiating and say, I'm giving you platform, please, now the independent director is going to tell you that one. Don't tell established director say they give a platform, because even you don't get platform. Now, the director, then the script supervisor, those we call the continuity in our film space, 30,000 for 3 days. So you now see that sometimes AI can be very selfish. So you have to be logical. Like I told you, I said, whatever AI gives you, you must be ready to use your professionalism to edit it and get the right thing. Even bricklayer will not collect this amount for 3 days. Then the director of photography, 80 to 120,000. Then camera assistant, that's 25,000. Sound recordist, 50 to 70,000 with boom mic. Okay, was specific. Then gaffer lighting, crew member, 40,000 to 60,000. You have hits. Oh, receiver. Response will use another model until your limit reset after 4:30. So that's the issue. For those of you that just joined today, me, I do overuse my own well. Sometimes you want to get a poster picture of then Grace, lead actor, emerging talent, 2 days, 50 to 80,000. So AI try. Yes. The producers in the house, AI try, but I know you know who pay Grace this amount. I know you know pay Grace this amount. Then Senator, 70,000, 1 to 2 scenes. Then friend, character, 30 to 50,000. Subtotal cash, 225,000. Then the crew member will take 50 to 630 something thousand. Then equipment rental. Most times, now director will disturb. Say, director, this one, how do I get this one? Now, you have it now. So when director doesn't have your time to explain all these things to you, you don't already get idea of what you want to use. You go and do your research. Which camera is this? You check the camera, 80 to 120,000. Then the lenses and the rig, basic kits. You now get this to know for yourself. Because you cannot be a producer and you don't know any of this equipment. You are in trouble. And that's why when most times you hear producers' testimony, they'll say, they eat my money, I waste money, they chop my money. The things you are not supposed to spend money as a producer is what you end up spending money. I don't see producer where you pay for hotel. A room is 40,000 and he cannot afford to pay for one PA for 20,000. If you reach PA, you're the price. But you go hotel, go pay that money, say, I want my people to live well. So now where they want to live for 2 days, instead of you to pay them the money, you are going to pay to the hotel. Then location and logistics. All of these things are included in your budget. I'm sure the producers here are calculating that this production is going to 1 million plus from what you are seeing. Thank you. That's the producer talking for 7 minutes movie. Feeding and transportation, 120,000. This is not accurate. This 120 is not sure. For this economy, it's not. Then post-production, 80,000. I'm not sure unless everybody that are going to do it are my friend Nigerian Limited, where all of them will say we are friends. And I will tell you the importance of my friends Nigerian Limited. Every film production in the world has click. If you listen to the lead character in Straw, her testimony is that she and Tyler Perry had been friends for a long time. Even acrimony, that he begged her to come and do acrimony for him for 5 days. This Straw was 4 days she shot on set. She's on set when he begged. So friendship helps production. And as the friendship helps production, once you don't make them, you still remember that friendship. But I don't want to know they are book for our country. When you don't use us, we don't use ourselves. By the time you don't get more money, you can't remember stars. Yes. You don't know you have class. Yes. You don't even see them for any sub role at all. And that's a big challenge that has not helped us grow. So build a circle. Don't tell yourself that you don't need circle. Build a community. Have your producer community, have your director community, have your PM, your fellow actor. Because as the director they grow, you they grow. As the actor they grow, you they grow. There are some actors that will say, so you see a producer and they say, I will give you a director. The guy is good. There are some directors who say, I will get this actor for you. If that other one is forming for you, the actor is good. That's how the industry grows. So don't go and be rubbing shoulder with people far above your level. I'm sure it is not the right time for you to make friends with Motola. It's the right time now to see her as a role model. If you want to make friends with her, she already has her level. Your own, you need help from her. So don't go and see her as my bestie. Say my bestie. So please, learn that. Then total estimated budget is 1.5 million. Somebody say for a short film. But I'm sure the producers now, with this app, you can be able to differentiate how much you will spend and now do your own cost analysis within yourself, even without the director knowing your plan. So that when you are done with this, it is now you that will say, director, come and direct my film. Director will come on set with same mind. Not the mind of, na him call actor, na him call DOP, na him call PM, na him call this. At the end of the day, when they misbehave, na you say, director, see the best way you bring for us. So maybe that time, director is trying to do blocking. You'll just scatter ahead. Most of the bad films in our industry today is as a result of the director carrying the whole load on his head. Because the director don't get time. Some directors come to your set, even reading the script. I don't just say to a person, they say, that director not read the script. Director say, let me hear your lines. If you don't hear the director talk that thing, you don't read that script. Let me hear your lines. Okay, continuity, change this line, correct this place. If director had read his line, he would have done all those magic in his own scripts. That's why when you see some director script, it's sacrosanct, not be form in the form. There's a lot of detail in that script. When they'll say, a director script or actor or run leave am. As big as Nollywood biggest name that you know in your head, they don't touch director script, even if the director na cripple. No matter how they play with and reach, that script is sacrosanct. Because a lot of information is there. Now only director where no get any information, say, just take it now, go through it. But where you put all your details, you know, share and out. So these are the details that this can help you achieve with ease. So when you see some of the directors come to set with now this place they don't develop what they want to develop. And this is here, like I tell people, this thing here is not like the details here now AI generator for us. No. It is what we put into the AI that he summarized for us. He elaborates. There are limits of number. When we're writing essay in English, they'll tell you not more than 350 words. AI already knows that these details cannot be more than this unless you want it to be more. You now detail it that I need more detail. So it's not something that you can just wake up and say, okay, AI is doing the whole magic for us. No, now we give and what you want to do. Then the next phase where most of us are waiting for is how to insert your document into this place and work with the documents. Very easy. If you go to the plus sign, Okay, I'm sure I'll start with a new chat because if you go here, you can add files, add photos, or you want to take a direct photo, or take photo, or take show. But I need to add a file, and I think I have a folder. You may have a folder in your file that you're looking for, maybe the script they sent to you recently. Scripts. Then this is a script. This is a script I wrote in 2023, paid for. I paid for. So let me pick Ogbe Boys. And it's here. So once this script loads, any document you want to put, even if now your house plan, that's the magic with all of this. Now, in your house plan, any document, just tell the AI to analyze the document, and it will analyze, tell you the number of blocks you need to complete the house. If now your car has problem, put it there. My engine is making the sound when you hear, put it there. It will analyze your problem for you. So that when mechanics they talk to you, they talk to idiots. Because on mechanic you go they find fault for the wrong place. Sometimes you need to remind and prompt the mechanic, say, thank you very much. So analyze. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. These scripts. So for those of us that are giving scripts, analyze these scripts. You have reached our limit of message. Please try again. So it's scary now. This is why they fear. So if it happens, they don't. Oh, the what's up? How can I assist you? So you now see I've exceeded my limit. Yes, for that day. No, they give you a limit for the day. But if you put, actually, I'll give you a. I wish my guy is not here. I'm used this profile. Okay, this is it. This is the one I did first time. So once you put Ogbe Boys, analyze these scripts. See, this is automatically analyze the script. Ogbe Boys consider this a base. By include, that's the writer. It's a compelling character-driven drama set in Benin Nigeria. It explores the intersecting lives of marginalized youth. And all of that was on Japa syndrome, irregular migration. Now, I went further. He explained plot and structure of the scripts. For those thespians, you already understand the plot. Not be me put this thing, it taken from my script. That's why I keep saying, everything AI gives you is a prompt from what you have inserted in the script. So now you already have the plot, the strength, areas to improve, the theme, youth, desperation, and migration. Now a lot of people will ask, why do I need this information as a filmmaker or as a creative? Do you know that if you want to pitch for grants, for sponsorship, these are the information that those bodies need. I know of one grant that is moving around now, that's CDF grants for producers, directors, where you can pitch to get almost 100 million or so, 100 million from the Nigerian government or so. This is everything they need for it. So when you put your script there, you say, analyze my scripts. Then when I went further, characterization, he explained all the character. Because who is giving you money, if you are pitching to a producer or an executive producer, these are the information you are sending to him. He wants to see who and who is there, what is happening, then the dialogue and language, authentic and deep Nigeria, then setting and cultural grounding. Because I focus on Benin City as a place, I have to use the Benin culture. Then visuals and cinematic potentials. I had to strong visual moments, realism, and so this has been well explained. Then the recommendations goes on and on and on and on. Then when you went further, and I explained treatment of the script. For those of you that have pitched before, this is the strongest part of your pitch, and they always address this issue on the panel. When we are discussing on the panel, these are the questions the panelists will ask you. Treatment of your script. Then this is the treatment. Written by Nkiru, the genre is drama, coming of age, and crime. Then the setting is Benin City, Nigeria. Estimated time, run time is 90 to 100 minutes. Then the log line, in the gritty street of Benin City, 3 teenage boys hustle to save money to Japa, escape to a better life abroad, that's the meaning of Japa, but when their mentor is revealed to be trafficking the very youth he pretends to help, they must choose between survival and exposing a deadly truth. This is your log line, and this is your pitching summary. When you go into the synopsis, it explains in detail the log line that you have already read. Then we now talk about the main character. And the funny thing about this AI can actually still recommend possible characters to play this role for you. So there's nothing in the film circle that this app doesn't do. So if you say, okay, as a producer, who can play Odeli, Benin people? Pardon me if I mispronounce that name. Then Abino Michael, they will tell you somebody, they will give you a name in the industry right now. So he does the role of even a casting director, does the role of every other crew members on set. Then after that, it explains scene by scene the character Bible we're talking about, then the visual style of the film, your target audience. Then I said the cinematographer's breakdown, which is the DOP breakdown that we'll talk about. He went further to do all of that for us. So you don't need so many people to sit down to put all this together. In just one type, you already have all the information about production that you need to pitch for. Now, lighting design is there, color palette is there. So all your lenses and frame, you see how it's explained there. You can went in details better than the other short film I wanted to do. All the lenses that you must use for the set. So as a producer, you know what you already need. And this also helps you to buy equipment. For those of you that want to buy equipment, all of the equipment mentioned here are present standard equipment that are mentioned here. Then camera gear, Red Komodo, Possible, Blackmagic, Ursa, Mini, and so. He explains some possible cameras that you can use. Then shooting style by art, all of this. Then give me budget. This was when we had a serious argument in the Benin class because it's not possible. Pre-production, 4.something million, cast and talent, 6 million. If pre-production is 4 million, we went further to argue the explanation that this budget is either too high or too low. But for the sake of this class, because of time, and our panelists already gave them 1 o'clock, I'll have to rush all of this. Marketing and festival entry. Now, for producers, it is very important that your budgeting should not only be for production. Your budgeting starts from pre-production to marketing. Most times, the mistake we make about our film is we always create a budget for production. Then when marketing time comes, we now begin to look at, especially when we are seeking grants or investors. And most times investors will say they lie to me. They did tell me this. If I had known of this. But the truth about our trick is, most times investors also need to pass through the dream. So that in their second project, they'll be smart enough to know that this is what I'm going into. I've had an investor I brought for someone, and the person asked the filmmaker and said, how much will it cost me to do the film? And I will go and sleep. He won't call me. And the person, because of excitement, said 15-20 million. And the man said 15-20 million. I said, okay, take 20 million. The first statement is, I will give you and go and sleep. And you don't come money. And at that time, 20 million look huge in your eye. or you dey fear say if you tell am too much, if he run leave you. Now he don give you 20 million, you never go enter set. You don dey find how to call am say that thing wey I talk na mistake o, for your add something o. The man say bring the 20 million, I no do again. So most times this helps you to understand your full budget. You explain it from pre-production. So when you are giving somebody this detail, the person will not sleep on you. The person already know what is getting himself into. And not just stopping at marketing, you also do a breakdown, detailed breakdown, crew. All of these are breakdown. Then you won't go further to do cinema scoring. Most times we don't use music, we go to YouTube. Non-copyright. Thank God now, non-copyright now is no longer free. On YouTube, they will see mark you red. Then contingencies and all of that. And then design a poster. I didn't tell you about this. This app will help you give a sample design of a poster. So no longer the days where producer will say, graphics man, I want your kill you with stress. Today you go bring wetin you no like. Next tomorrow you go bring another one. You tell am say remove boys. You go remove ogbe, leave boys. You call am again. So but with this app, you can now design a sample poster. You already have a vision of what you want as a poster. You now send it to your graphics guy to get originality, because one thing about this app, if it's not paid, even if you put your picture, it will give you another person's face. Yes, because the issue of copyright is settled with this app. They don't have the right to use your picture or my picture. So these people don't exist. Now they generate these pictures by themselves. Even when you put people pictures here now, because it's not paid app, they will bring people look alike. So you can't hold them to copyright use of image and all of that. So you see, they already have given a design of a poster which was used for that purpose. So I want to say, I'm very sure for those of you that had the app and paid attention, you can use this app with ease. Abi? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I didn't plan. It's my phone on that is already paid for. I thought I could link it with my laptop, but I didn't know I didn't need it. That's why I still do. But it's good you know that there are limits to where you can use. You can only get about 3 pictures daily, 3 PDF files daily. Any document that is not test, they have limits daily. So if you stop like this, I think by 4:30, 8 p.m., they will open it again. So I can do anything I want to do, ask questions, throw more light on my explanation, and explain better. So I want to take questions before, okay.
On your charts, what do you use?
For the first class. Okay.
Maybe it's not the same as on my handheads.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to use to came on this, but
What can I help you? It's the same.
so you have create image, make a plan, summarize it, help me write. In the case of writing, which one?
So you just type your script. You just type it. Because you are using it for the first time, that's why this is showing. If you start writing your script now, okay. So anyhow it opens on your page, the most important part is ask anything. Just ask your question. As much as I love you to use it for film process, content creating, and checking your data report, you can also use it to generate your news reports for those in the media. You can use it to analyze your stock sales for the day. All you just need. Then again, you can use it to create your own biography or your resume. You put your CV inside here and you said, please modernize or update my CV, or possible, elaborate on my CV more professionally. All the things you thought you wrote professionally, you see more advanced way of writing your resume. there. Or if it's possible, you want to check your profile. Like I was doing profiling on some person. If you carry your Instagram handle, your link, your profile share, you copy it and bring it here and say, please update me with this information, this person's information. Once you put on there, those of now they twerk where they will tell you this person is a professional twerker. But if you have good details on your Instagram and your jobs are on your Instagram, it will give you a more detailed professional representation and profile of you, your character. But don't that for many people. If you want to check when you get home, just put your copy of this thing, bring it here, and it will give you a detail. Your resume. For some of us that have been posting since 2007, 2008, you will bring all your information, your filmography, the films that you have done, even where you have been mentioned, it will bring those details about you. And then if you want to, like I said about report, if you want to write a report and probably about anything, all you just need is the flyer of that event. Put the flyer here of the event and write me a feature story or a news report. The detail it will give you will almost be like the person stole it from your head. AI stole it from your head. And then, like I mentioned earlier, your house plan. For example, you have a house plan and somebody sent you, design a house plan for you. An engineer is telling you, maybe now 10,000 blocks or 4,000 blocks will suffer, or this is the budget for the house plan. Put the house plan here, insert it here. It will give you all the blocks that you need. As difficult as we try to argue it, it's always accurate. It will tell you a 4-bedroom flat with this design can give you maybe 4,000 to 5,000 blocks. The budget will tell you from foundation level to break it down for you. And like I said, this is a test format of Google and YouTube. So like YouTube now, when you go on YouTube, how to make a back, people have already put content there. That's the difference between YouTube and this app. This app is giving you an original prompter of what you put there. So what you never put there, you won't see it. For example, when you open your page now, you just say, tell me about, put your full name. AI will find it difficult to get your full name. You only look for somebody who has an international reputation from either Wikipedia, who has similar name. Not about you. But when you put your resume, your PDF document or your Microsoft Word inside here, or your link share from your Instagram or Facebook, you put it here and say, tell me about this page, this person. It will bring down every details you need to know about yourself professionally. So this is what people use to apply for grants. Grants, they answer a lot of your grant questions. So when you see your grant page, you want to apply for a grant, just go to the page, open this one. If they ask you what's the title of your film, put the script there, do the breakdown, analyze it in relation to this grant. It will give you all the details you need to dissect and respond to people. And a lot of persons will say, this thing will only make us lazy. Please leave it for my panelists to explain that. I don't have the power to explain whether it's going to make us lazy, or it's going to make us smart, or it's going to make us more faster whenever we're doing anything. So that's the trick. And somebody was raising hand. Okay.
My question, one, if you are being casted for job.
Okay, I can continue.
If you are being casted for a job and still, how do you identify it for made from GPT?
Oh. Okay. Okay, you don't even need to know that. Once you put the PDF, you know they usually send you the PDF. Unless the person go give you the hard copy. Now it go hard you to get up for you. But if they send you the PDF, go here, bring the PDF or wherever you have it on your phone, put it here and say, give you a character Bible, that will give you. So you don't even need to know whether it's created anywhere. It's the writer you just need to know. Especially those who want to be more professional by knowing the writer. Hold on. Sorry.
Good afternoon. I'm happy that you mentioned my name is Alex. I'm a writer. I'm happy you mentioned that there is a panel that is going to talk about whether or not this will affect us lazy. Because I was going to make a comment that this is brilliant and I can see how efficient this can make us. But at the same time, definitely, because the temptation with many of us, especially Nigerians, we overdo things. Somebody cannot sit down and say, okay, I need the script right now, I don't need this, and only me can sit down. But from what you put, I can say with all confidence that if somebody doesn't have a good foundation, this whole thing will still be confusing with that person. For instance, if I'm not a scriptwriter and I request for a script, and he gives me script, how would I know the strength of the script? So thank you so much. But I'm happy that we have a panelist.
Yeah, they'll attend to that. Thank you. Okay. Why I don't want to say yes is because your question I still don't understand. But if I try to understand your question very well, your digital products that you're talking, yeah, anything you can create, either on your paper or anywhere, if you put it here, it will modernize it for you. Professional representation. It's not presentation you're talking about.
Yes, and even idea. Yes.
Yes. Okay, ma'am.
I want to update to answer the question you asked, that the person you use as an illustration, that would take. And the item you picked, they're not the same thing as the one we're dealing with. Salt, the narrow resource, that was the way you create it. So he's only marketing, the package is used as marketing. That's what I'm saying. So I understand because the digital product are so many.
Yes. Okay, this AI now, if you want to write a song and produce a song, this can create it for you. Just write it, tell the AI, that's the monetized one. This one will not. Even to edit a video work, this one does too. But there are some AI too are professionally used for music production, video production, and all of that. So your question is yes, it can. I've used it to do soundtrack before and voiceover. If I ever play the voiceover, you'll be marveled. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Florence David. I was saying hi to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm grateful for this opportunity. Then, my questions. First, when we those suggestions that were, prompted, and they were coming and then we pick. At the end of the pick, is that when a collation is done that you now have that as your document that we now use to write the script?
Thank you very much. Let me respond to that quickly. I like that. Okay, you see this here? This is to copy. For those of us that are smart, once you click here, you copy. Once you copy, you can take it to your Microsoft Word and paste. then there you can originate that document as your own. You can edit, yeah, you can extract, yes, and be pasting. Then you now turn it to your own. So even the script that you are getting, once you are done with the script, you may convert it to either PDF, then take it to your final draft or your cell test. Put it there and it will formulate it into a proper script for you.
Then the second one is when one has a script already that will be on the side, unused scripts yet, and you upload it here, how safe is it here? For security reasons, because you not use the script, it's a vending script, and then because you want to analyze it, you not upload it here.
Yeah, it will never come out on another person's page as that script without details. Never. If all of us now put the same thing, this same girl idea I put now, we may never get almost the same idea. They solve the issue of copyright. So it is the first person that upload. That's why most times when as a producer you are sending script to a scriptwriter or scriptwriter is sending script to you, they use email. Email is the first person that prompts that email that is the original owner once it comes to digital documents. For example, if I tell you to write a script for me and you send it by email, and probably the script leak, it go leak minutes after or hours after or days after. So once they check whose email received it first, it's my email. So the person then they go home. So most times even copyright issues that we'll be having with copyright commission are similar. They will ask who has the first email, let them just check. So most times when you see people just see your title or your wrong go copyright person's title. Now who first originates that title by email? No, not only by registration, because people are wicked nowadays that they can go and register somebody's name. So when you go to court is not saying bring the certificate. No, they'll first of all investigate to see that this original document was first seen on so date electronically by this page. So I think the last one, please, I need 4 chairs here so that our panels can face
So
us.
if I want to do pay here,
Yes,
how do I go about it?
to pay.
To pay?
Okay, if you want to pay, you click here. You use your credit card.
Are you fine?
You will use your credit card, but please enjoy it first. The free one is enough for you. Because $20 per month give you access to a lot. Then there's one of $200. That one is for business people. You make sure that you are making your money. For example, most producers don't have an idea of this, and they are still paying writers to write scripts. If you are a good writer, you just need this to make your work faster, smarter, and easier. Somebody will pay you before a month or 2 months. You already have your film credit. You already have maybe your $200 and all of that. So it's very important you understand. Use this one first, then you can climb to all this level later. In the absence of no other question, please, I need the chairs. It's going to be an interactive panel session because I brought these people because they've been practicing this craft from the analog age. Like I said earlier, when I call analog age, I'm not saying there's a new age and there's an old age. I'm just trying to say these are people who use cassava stick as boom pole. Yes, and they cross to fish pole. These are people who don't even know what tripod was. They put VHF for shoulder. They get firm shots. Even before gimbal, they've been using this and they know how to do it. These are people who saw organic actor grow. Actors without Facebook accounts or Instagram accounts, without social media grow. And they were part of their success story. And now they have crossed to a generation whereby we call the Gen Z generation, where somebody can just twerk on Instagram with 2 films and it don't blow. And then the next thing, they now tell the actor who is organic to only come and support the actor in the film. So that's why I brought them here. First of all, I will make a do to invite my friend and intellectual moving mobile property, Fidel Castro, as he joined. Okay, not to be too biased, I am always deliberate when I do this so that we understand it from every other angle. Please put your hands together as I also welcome on this platform the CEO and the MD of the SDGs Short Film Challenge, Mr. Desmond, to join on the platform. Thank you. While he's coming, permit me to also welcome on this same podium or the seat the Director General Abuja chapter of the Directors Guild of Nigeria, our own Oga at the top, very quiet and calm. Please put your hands together for him. I'll tell you his handles later so that you can follow him, so that you know that these men, they survived from analog and they are still surviving in digital. Hello. I don't want to be lady biased, and thank God she had earned her credits, not like because she's a lady, but because she had worked for it. Please join me as I also call on this podium the mayor. I call them the giant and the face of the camera, Actors Guild of Abuja. Then, please pardon me to also call a skit maker, a veteran, somebody whose skit has been traveling around the globe and has spoken for himself. He's not just a skit maker, he's a stand-up comedian, he's a professional musician, a music producer awaiting. He's still keeping them on the low. Hello. Please join me as I welcome the flanger master, Akate, as he popularly known, or waiting the young. He go say, you deal with me yesterday, or you know they tell me all these things. Best information is gotten from people who are less prepared for such engagements because they are over prepared ahead of time. I'll be throwing the question, then you cook your question as much as possible, because whatever we said here today is validated by what they already know. Because we know Victor Todd saying that the new world order they reign. So please, I'm starting from Mr. Desmond. He is not just a founder of a film festival, not just a film festival, a global film festival. He's also a film producer, a member of Association of Movie Producers Nigeria, and again, he's also a journalist by profession and a man who has roved around the entertainment industry. Sir, how do you see your days, early days, and the growth that has taken place in a short time within the creative space? What can you say about it as a producer, as a festival founder, and also as an entertainment expert?
Okay, thank you very much. I must say and confess here that Moses just caught all of us here unaware. None of us here was given a proud notice that we were going to be on this panel. So I can tell you that whatever we are going to be saying here is as raw as you can get. We didn't have any time to go research on anything to prepare ourselves for this very panel session. But having said that, I think we can always draw from our experiences. It's an industry we have been involved in, so definitely we have one experience or the other to share with all of you. I've been in the industry for a while now too, and I can tell that there's been a huge leap from massive leap from just a few years ago to today. I remember the very first film I made. Closer? Oh wow. Okay. The first film I made, for example, everything was manual from beginning to the end. Drafting of the script from the script writer, everything has to come from the head. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Apart from maybe what Google does for you in terms of researching, what we see today with ChatGPT and some other AI that also are like that. Of course, there's DeepSeek and some other AI tools that you can get acquainted to eventually. Today's focus is on ChatGPT. Maybe with time, we will also open our eyes to other ones. So there are many other AI platforms around. What we see today is that you can research and work on the same platform. All right. Research then is that you want to ask questions about certain tradition in Benin, like what he gave us a while ago as an example, case study. You need to know things about those people from that area. Then you now start researching on the various issues around them. But with the AI platform, ChatGPT to be specific, all you need to know is to just have the right prompts. And you put that very prompts there, it gives you everything. So it does both the research and drafting at the same time for you. Yes, it cannot give you everything. Everything in the sense that you still need your professional touch to make it better. Otherwise, you realize that AI gives you something and you go and work on it. There might be some disconnects. AI will also tell you, particularly ChatGPT, that it may not always be 100% correct. So you have a room to do some evaluation on yourself to be sure that the facts, details is given to you, they are all there. But at least to 90%, you would have simplified and make your job easier and faster. Imagine if I needed to draft a script or even generate a synopsis for something, and I'm cracking my brain for 2 days trying to put these things together. But in a few seconds, this is done. So in other words, the AI makes our job easier, it makes our job faster, all right? The back and forths you probably want to have with every other person you're working with. I'm a producer. By way of introduction, I'm the public secretary of the Association of Movie Producers, FCT chapter. So I'm also the former secretary of the AJM. So you realize that in the course of doing all of these things, it takes you more time. But with this, you do everything as easy as possible within yourself. The first time I was introduced to the platform, I was working on a concept note, and I needed to research very far before I could put those things together. Only for me to get a call from a friend that very down, we were talking and he just opened my eyes to it and I signed in. The next minute, I sent you what I have done with it. That is how fast you can also learn, because if you already have some knowledge within you, all you need to do is to use this to just get it better. So I did all of those things and it just became easier. I mean, by the time you give a synopsis, all right, or maybe some treatment of a script to your writer to give you something, it gives you something better, all right, compared to when you have to start sitting down with the writer, exchanging ideas. Possibly sometimes they put a recorder before you to record your ideas and start transcribing to understand all the things that you want to do, all right? So some of these things simplifies it for you. Nobody has all the knowledge in this life. No matter how good you are in trying to talk to somebody, sometimes you may not be able to communicate exactly what you want the person to understand to the person. But when you're able to put it in black and white, all right, and possibly clean it up from what the draft it has given you as a first draft, it's easier for the person to now bring in the professional touch for you. And as a producer too, thank you very much, Moses, because most of the things you said here, it's all what a producer is expected to do. The producer is the employer of everybody involved in movie making. Yes, it's always a director's picture, but it's a producer's idea, all right? It's a producer's project. You have to look through from the scratch, from ideation stage, all right, to marketing stage is the job of a producer. So you have to look from that very beginning to the end. So you see everything with a God-eye sense, front man, as a producer. So this gives you an insight into all of those things that you need to do. For example, while you are even giving the prompts and writing, you are learning in the process. because you can't know it better than AI. AI is drawing from the best standards in the world, all right, what you want to call the best practice. When he writes for you, he's writing for you with the best of knowledge from everywhere in the world. And some of those things we are not used to here. Look at the footer of what he gives to you. After all that he has said, he will give you something at the footer. He showed you earlier on. And then at that footer, it tells you, would you want this or that? These are things you probably may not have thought of, or you don't even know anything about. Do you synthesize this? Do you upgrade it? Do you upscale this? Do you provide this in format? So it tells you many other things in addition to what you already know. Just to add to it, I don't know if I will have another opportunity to speak by the time I'm done. Beyond this, all right, we are going to also be coming up with other classes, because we can't treat everything today. Other classes, it is possible for you to start and finish a full production using AI, all right? You can generate image. You can animate those images. You can clean up the image. I can show you videos that have been done from beginning to the end, even generating soundtracks and songs. And so on for scoring and all that, all right, using AI. Some of those templates are already there. But like I said, this is like the beginning for us, and we want to thank Moses for taking us through this. This partnership will bring more. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, the 001 of directing is a man I had gone through with a long time. We've met in person, we've worked together, and also he had climbed the ladder of filmmaking from the barest minima to the maximum. Sir, please, can you take us through a bit how directing was for you starting up, and how directing is now going with this AI?
Okay. First of all, let me just thank the organizers of this, because this is it. I want to say thank you, and Desmond, I want to say thank you. This is what we are looking for as filmmakers. You know, you don't hold back ideas. The legacy you can leave in this life is for you to build people, and when you build people, that is the best legacy you can leave. Now, some people will ask some question that AI is here to take our jobs. Are you getting it? That's not. AI is here to make you work smarter, to make you more smarter. Now, remember back days, if I'm to celebrate my years now in filmmaking, I think it should be going to 30 or 31 now as a filmmaker, you know. Back then, even before final draft, you know. Okay, let me give you a little insight. And the people we draw from. And to say this, storytelling those days is better than storytelling now. I don't know if you agree with me.
Yes.
The actors those days are better actors than now. But technology has made it easier for everyone. Let me use my mentors. I have about 3 mentors in filmmaking. Jetta Amata, Lancelot Oduaye Maswe, and Izu Ojukwu. Those are people, when I look at their background, I say, well, those days you tell a scriptwriter to write a script for you. It would take ages. You know, after writing, he will send you the first draft. We will now call for script conference. The first script conference, everybody will analyze the scripts. That's not the end though. The scriptwriter will go back and produce the second draft. Then you will meet with some key people, the people that have passion for the business. You still analyze it. You know. God help you, you might go the third time to get your final script. Then you as a director, you've seen the first picture as a director. It's here. As you're reading the script, you're seeing the picture. That's why it's called a director's script. You know, some producers argue that it's director. It's called a director. I know because you're learned now. You can't. So it's a director's picture. It's a director's film. It's a producer production. The director has seen the first stories. I've seen the picture. Now he's thinking of how to get it into reality. Now, mind you, as like when he was talking, he said the director's script, you don't dare touch it. When he's reading, he's making some remarks. He's breaking down some things, the costumes, the character analysis. Now there's character analysis and there's character Bible. Same thing but different. Are you getting it? He's jotting them down, the shots, the location, and the lighting. So the director sees the pictures first. Not these days that everybody wants to do everything. Now, as a director those days, we'll do audition. At times we'll use 1 week to rehearse. At times, I experienced something that was 1999 at Tobe Restaurant in Lagos. And the director of that film is Teko Benson. But I was opportune to be one of the cast directors. Then we asked a young girl can you catwalk? The girl said, yes. So I can catwalk. I said, okay, then, oh yeah, catwalk. The girl went down. I was like, what the hell is this? She went down and was, catting walking like a cat. We laughed. So many experiences. But because the look of the girl, her appearance is what we're seeing in the character we are looking for. So it takes us time to explain it to her and give her another opportunity to go back and work on herself, to come back. When she came back the second time, if they tell you that this guy has never done a wrong way before, you won't believe it. But she didn't have an idea. Unlike now, you just go, some people with their phone, when they say, can you calculate, some people will just calculate. And they will know what up. Are you getting it? Yes. So those days we'll break down the script. We'll do auditions, we'll do the casting, then rehearsal. Go into production. Mind you, we're shooting with, that time, Betacam, Pneumatic. How many of you know the Pneumatic camera? Betacam. Those days, where it's not even it's not the DP cam, it's the one that uses the VHS. Do you understand? Now, no tripod like handheld. God bless people like Steve there, Abdulhai and Mohammed, God bless them. Those are the guys that he worked. They will hold the camera with their hand, they will lock their jaw here, it will not shake. Some of our DP can do it, And okay, now, let me tell you the difference. He says something. A director at times, these days, you don't even talk to the artist. We have what we call the first AD, the second AD. You have your DP, who is the director of photography. But we in Africa will use the term DOP. There is no word like DOP. It's called DP, Director of Photography. Now, what is the job of a director of photography? The director will sit with the director. The director will tell him the picture he's having. This is the picture, this is the lighting, this is what I'm looking at. Now the DP will now take it back to his cameraman. You have cameramen. This is what the director wants. He will give the order. Director will be in his chair with his monitor waiting for them to, once they finish setting up, They will call the attention of the director, sir. Are you good? Are we good to go with this? The director will now look at his monitor. He's looking out for his lightning, his frame. Once he's okay with it, now the second AD will now come to block. Now, there is a difference here. Now, the A-list actor cannot come to block. They don't do blocking for you. So in a production, you have your artists, the ones that you use to do blocking. After blocking, the movements, the TP and every other, they will test the movement. The director will now tell you, get them on set. They will now call your actors on set. That's the A-list actor. I'm not talking of the upcomer. Get them on set. But those days, we do everything. Director will tell you the shots. Director will tell you the lenses I want to use. Even that time, what do we know about lenses? Just give us one zoom lens. We'll zoom. We want to take our close up, you zoom. Are you getting it? Not these days that you tell them, okay, give me 50, give me. Are you getting it? But those days, just one long zoom lens. We have track these days that can, dulling in. Those days we have track, but professionally, when you're doing a cine film, and those kind of track looks like the rail track, the train rail tracks, not these ones these modernized ones now. So for you to get those kind of track those days is very expensive. The only people that can in Lagos then was Cinecraft and Jungle. Jungle came later, but Cinecraft was the first person where you go, you can rent all those things. Very expensive. Who wants to rent it? When you are handling your VHS inside your shoulder. So a lot of things. But now, technology, AI has made it very easy. You can just... Now, please, very important. He has said it, he said it. If you ask, especially ChatGPT to write a script for you, and he gives you a script, please sit down and work on it. Why? That's what we call soul. Most of the AI cannot really go into details on soul, but you as a creative person, you can now add soul to your script. Are you getting it? Edit it, add your own, make it your script. It becomes your script. But these things have made it easier for us. It does break down. You see, he was showing you guys breakdown. No stress. Because to me, I go sit down, they read scene by scene. They break down. At times, she will make mistake. Or he, whether they will make mistake. Then the director will look at it and say, no, you're making a mistake. Director have seen the pictures first. The director will say, no, this is not what I want here. So it's a whole lot of stress. Then we shoot for, at times we shoot for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But these days, 3 days, 1 week. You want the people shooting for rock. I'm shooting for rock, it's rock. Oh, they've given me budget to please 4 days. But some people like us, we don't like, you can't box us because we will give you the condition that we want to work with. Are you getting it, bro? Because whatever we are praying for is for us to go higher, not to come down. So those days, the experience was good, but technology, AI has made it easier. So take advantage of it. Is it coming to take your job? No. It's coming to make you more smarter. More smarter. These days, people shoot film with phones. At times, if you see somebody who knows how to shoot film with phones, you might even see a director self that will shoot with the equipment, but that phone will be more better than that. Are you getting it? So take advantage. We are upgrading. Me, I follow upgrade. Are you getting it? So that's why I give kudos to. And when I see him, when he was teaching, I was happy. Because when you knew somebody when he was like this, now he's like this. That's the growth we're talking about. So AI has come to stay. AI will do a lot of things. Take advantage of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's good. Skit makers, film. Skit maker. What was it? Skit makers? Well, they are all film. As far they use lens. But they are making more money than us these days. And that's why even the style is different. And we try as much as possible to understand the difference. So Mr. Zina, like I said earlier, he's a producer, he's a content creator, he's a stand-up comedian, and he has made a huge name for himself. How do we as content creators, speech makers, see this AI, and what direction are we going to adopt it as speech makers too?
Okay, first of all, I want to thank Mr. Ino Moses. What he's doing right now is a product of selflessness. To share update these days is not easy because everybody they had update like seriously because that's what stands you out. So for him to have done this, came all the way from Benin to put this together, I must appreciate him.
Thank you.
Like my director said, and I also heard when my brother was saying, you know, when this type of thing comes up, you'll be like, okay, this thing won't come up food for our mouths, especially for script writers. Because when they did it in Benin, remember, the script writers were very apprehensive, they were very defensive. You understand? Like, how far? Where are we taking? But the more detailed the seminar went, the more they felt they were going to be irrelevant at some point. But the truth is that I'm actually an analog kind of person. I was trying to do some proposal for this movie we did. I'll take some time to write it because I still believe in those kind of formal letter kind of thing, addressing. But the truth is that you have to be progressive. It has come to stay. No matter how much you want to be conservative, it has come to stay. So when I tried the day he taught us this idea in Benin, I wrote over 10 scripts that night with the PTU knowledge. But something that is very profound is the fact that no matter how much I think AI, the word A there is artificial. At some point, the natural intelligence has to come in place. You understand? You have to balance both parts. It is what you know. As a script writer, you are in a better position to use the AI more than myself because it's what you put in, that's what it gives you back. But for content creator, let me bring it at this point. One of the biggest problems we have as content creators is because we're always bringing stories. That's why it's difficult for us to cope on set. When I go on set, I'm tired, I want to leave because that time to reach me shoot like 10 seats. You understand? That's why it's difficult to keep content creator because we are used to this short kind of stories, and you have to, for you to up your game online. When we started content then, we were not very many, but now everybody is a content creator. So you have to up your game. Before then, I remember those days, they have to DM us. But I never post content today. Nobody DMs you as you are not posting. The person goes to another person's page. Before now, people have their followers. They were loyal to you. That's why they DM you. But now, Brother Shaggy's fans is Macaroni's fans, it's everybody's fans. So you have to put in our content there. So where the advantage lies for us is the fact that we are able to get stories. As much as before now, we call each other for update. Baba, I want to do an advert too. I beg, give me an idea. But for now, since he introduced me to ChatGPT, so guess what? Stories they cry. Stories they cry. Because before now, maybe you want to do an advert for a real estate company. You have to call your guy that doesn't look like another one. Because these days, you don't just run into the advert. You have to get something like a bait to get their attention. Because naturally, Nigerians don't want to watch adverts. They want to watch your skill. They forget that from then the money they come out. So you have to be as creative as possible to get their attention. As soon as you get it, you rush the advert and go back to the story. But since I got to know about this app, I'm ready for advert. I'm waiting for advert to come. You understand? Because the stories are there just for me to put one or two modifications. So for content creators, if we have content creators here, it will help you to get stories, creative stories. You understand? You know, we have commerce when it comes to filmmaking, an average content creator. But that is the most advantageous part it has for us, creating of stories. And Finally, I think it prepares us for professional filmmaking. So since I got to know about this app, it has helped me to learn some things to prepare me, help me to be patient. Now that we started doing production, it will help me because I stressed him a lot when he was directing my movie. He would just be using some time, I'll be like, guy, calm down, calm down. He even used that thing for me. I think he used it. They said the camera I was standing, he said, come see how you find for the picture. I left there, I came I wanted to see myself. But this whole process, I want us to accept it, especially for the older ones. You know, naturally, the older ones want to be like, this one Gen Z team wanna live, and if you're not careful, this Gen Z team will drive you come up for work. Let's accept it as much as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I don't usually do ladies first. That's why I had to, because they have the best ideas. So if you collect their ideas, the men may saturate their ideas. So for our boss in the house, the agent, Shea Lady, Abuja is a very, very organized place for filmmaking. Is this AI coming to stay for your actors? Is there, no, it's for you, man. Agent chairman, mayor, pardon me. Is this AI coming to stay for your actors? Is this something that you look forward to bringing to your guild for them to practice? And for your own personal practice for the years, how do you see the switch?
Okay, I would say that, like I used to say, I had even said it in some of our meetings, that we should catch up with artificial intelligence instead of trying to think it's trying to drive us from our jobs. We're planning a masterclass, and for the help of AI, we have drawn out our curriculum. We don't have to wait for a director, a producer, a writer, props and sets to come and give us what they think we should know. We already drew out our curriculum. The curriculum was drawn within few hours. Myself and a director in Texas Houston, we were online for about 5 hours. If you see the curriculum, you wouldn't even think that curriculum will come out in 2 weeks because it's bulky. It's something that, it's called a masterclass, not just a training. So we actually want an in-depth knowledge of every aspect of filmmaking. So for that, we told ourselves we would have to draw the curriculum ourselves so that whoever is coming to train us would say, okay, as a director, this is what we want to know in directing. What do you want the actors, what do you want to get from the actors as a director? As a makeup, how do you want your actor to appear? As how do you want to relate with your actor? As a costumier, would you be comfortable with your actor telling you this? Or how do you want to relate with your actor while coming to set? What do you want your actor to come with? Or what do you think that it's okay for you as a costumier? What kind of questions do you want to ask your actor? So as actors now, we already have, most actors, let me just say most actors, we already have knowledge of what a director will expect of us. Why? Because through AI, we would have gone and checked. Okay, this is a story. This is what is expected of me from this character as a director. Now, if I don't want to let everything out because it's not something we had done, but we already have the curriculum, which most of my members already know. We shifted the dates. We're supposed to have done it a month ago. Now, why was that easy for us to do? Because of AI, because of the help of AI. Now, if we were to sit down and use pen and paper to say, okay, let us start writing, sometimes we even forget some things. We already, sometimes you agree with me that you would have something upstairs and say, okay, I'll put this in writing so that to work on it. But by the time you start putting it into writing, you tend to forget, and then you just remember that, that moment, and then later you'll be like, oh, I had wanted to add this, then I forgot. But AI will not forget. AI will just merge everything for you, and then it will impact you. You don't have to, as an actor, you don't have to think, okay, if they want advert placement now, they will just go. There are so many advert placements on social media that are AI. You actually think they are normal human beings. Yeah. They are not human beings, they are AI. But you as an actor, if you work on yourself, using AI to practice. Now, okay, take for instance, actors have been advised to get monologues. Get your monologues down. You don't have to start creating monologues afresh when a director or a producer is asking you for a monologue. You already have them down. And I think the problem most actors usually face is scripts to generate monologue. But when you go through the AI, put something on AI, tell them, okay, give me a short story to depict so character, an emotional character, a thriller, or just give them. The AI will bring out something for you. And then you'll be able to get your monologues as much as you can. Just have many monologues down, and then you wouldn't have to start scratching your head when someone just call you out of the blue and say, send me a monologue of yourself. You already have it down. Now, over time, some years ago, I remember something that had happened on set. This person was on set, Sam Loco, that was about 17 years ago. And we're on the same set. And something had happened. The director was trying to have an addendum. He used biro to start writing some things, and his English was upside down. Like, you as an actor, you will be struggling to read what the director just wrote. Don't get me wrong. Most directors have the knowledge. But some of them, they didn't study, they are not writers, so they don't even care about the English. They just write it and they expect you to grab it the way it is. So they wrote, and Sam Loco looked at it and said, my daughter, come and see. And then I went. It's like he was my amebo mate on that set. He said, come and see, and I looked. And then he was showing me English. It was a gossip, but the way I laughed out, the director said, I make mistake for there. Do you understand? So, but, if it is during this period, a director wouldn't have to carry pen and paper to start writing. And, sometimes the director would just even verbally tell you, I want to, can we get this done? Can we do this? Can we do that? And you as an actor, you can actually say, okay, let's try if this can work. You can even put it in your AI system to ask if it's going to work. And then it works out well. Nobody is going to ridicule anybody on set. So I don't want to talk too much because they have already spoken a lot, which I can relate with. And I think as an actor, we don't work on the technical part of filmmaking. We just bring our creativity and ourselves on board. So for actors, I think the key point, if you're an actor here, is make sure you generate lots monologue. Don't ask for anybody's script. Put the story. It might just be an idea. Just put the idea on your AI app, and then it brings out something for you. Not something too lengthy. Something that could be 30 seconds, 1 minute, and you get a monologue. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. My director wants to.
Now, if you listen carefully when he was saying something that he talks with his AI. Are you getting it? Now, as an actor, let me advise. This is my advice to you guys now. Your practice partner now should be your AI. Do you get it? On your own free time, type in something. Okay, I want to do this. Communicate with your AI. Learn. Those days will tell you, have a standing mirror in your house.
Yes.
go before the standing mirror, right? Do something, look at yourself, look at your expressions. Are you getting it right? Now, don't still throw away the standing mirror. Still have it. Or talk to your AI. Work on yourself. They will give you so many videos. Like she said, there are so many videos, in the social media right now that are AI generated. You will even know that these are AI generated. So work on yourself. Let your AI now be your practice partner. So for you to improve. So as an actor, because we all started as an actor. Are you getting it? As an actor, as you come to stay, yes. What are we going to make use of it? Let's make it our best friend.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's look at somebody who has been on the corridor of filmmaking. Also, at the corridor of power, has been reporting from the National House of Assembly for years, and he has also been on air for years. And like I said earlier, he has been at the corridor of filmmaking. His presence at the filmmaking had been back from early 90s, if not late, if not late 80s. Please, sir. Please, sir. In your previous series of analysis about the creative space and the industry, how do you see where the filmmaking had traveled from to the present day?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Fela's book, autobiography, This Life of a Bitch. That's his book, not mine. How can I... coincidentally, the first person that did, promo for me, she was not popular at all. I just told her, tell me your name, this is the name of my show on TV, just hype it. And she says, my name is Uche Jumbo, you are watching, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know she was going to be very big. Otherwise, I would call and study. So basically, talking AI, my favorite verse in the Bible is Luke 6:38. With the same measure ye met, it shall be measured back to you. Many of you don't go to church. You know that verse? Now, when we talk about AI, okay, why I quoted that verse, or rather that verse was, you have to prompt AI correctly. Don't say, AI, give me a script. I'll give you an example. AI, I want a 30-second monologue. I am playing as an emotional father who just lost his son. I need the range. I need describe the facial expression. That's how it will give you what you want. Just say, I want a 30-second monologue. I'm a father who just lost his daughter. Yeah. It won't be intense. If you want to be intentional, you break it down for AI. Now, let's say I'm writing a news script, and I say, I like to use people, okay, and I say, the president has commissioned the 760-kilometer Niger Bridge, for example. Full stop. The Niger Bridge was commissioned on Tuesday in Lagos. Full stop. They now ask AI, these two paragraphs, could you please expand for me in not less than 15 paragraphs with quotations included? The prompting is the biggest thing when it comes to AI. The prompting must be accurate. If you don't prompt it, it will not give you anything. So that is why people who are scared that it's going to take their jobs, it's not going to take your job. It's just going to make you better. If you're already good, you'll be better. If you are better at what you do, it will make you the best. Now, back in the day, I started out as an entertainment journalist. Yeah, I was doing everything, music, movies. I know everybody. Trust me. Okay, let me rephrase. Track that. I knew everybody back in the day. So it got to a point when I see a music video without the caption, I know who shot it. I'll tell you that's the Clarence Peters video. You know, I'll tell you that's a DJT video. I'll tell you that's an Aki Alabi video. Because waiting man sabi be like medicine. It's not jazz. It gets to a point you just know these things. If you write me a script, a 20-page script, if I read the first 3 pages, I'll know it's AI. Why? There are certain words AI would always use. There are certain words. That is why whatever you generate, you have to go back to it and script it again. That is why it's not going to take your job. AI likes the word emphasized, for instance. So if I say emphasized, like in 8 paragraphs, I say emphasized 5 times, I know it's AI generated. It gets to a point, you see a video online. I'll tell you this video is not a new video, it's an old video. I may not be able to explain to you how. It is because I know. Maybe you find out 3 years later, you know I told you 3 years ago that was actually an old video. That's why we are scared of social media. Now, back in the day, I taught a class sometime back, a few years ago. Because during my time, you just make a call and call the musician and play your video on TV. It got to a point, we now outgrew that. So I was teaching these guys, I said, there's a way you let the musician you are playing his songs, there's a way you let him know. They said, how? I said, Twitter. They said, how? I said, okay, you say art, for example, SDG short film, now playing hashtag African Queen by at Two-Face Idibia on the station. As soon as you launch that tweet, Two-Face has already seen it. They are playing my song in Kaduna. And the next question was, how much is Twitter? How much do you need to open Twitter? And you don't need to pay. So some people are still living in that era. So that era was really dark. We started reel to reel, from reel to VHS, from VHS to CD, from CD to DVD. And there's a difference between CD and DVD. From CD to DVD, then most people now say, okay, just send me your DV cam or something. What's that small? They now flash drive and all. So it's over those times, I mean, we actually grew. But people who are scared, who are analog, they want to stay back. If you stay back, that's why Gen Z feel these old guys, they don't like us much. You know, they just don't like us. They don't want to move with the time. You need to move with the time to be able to understand. Now our jobs are easier, but you need to be good at what you do. If you are good at what you do, it makes you better. And that's why the biggest explanation is that the short monologue videos. Now, I saw a movie back in '98. It's called Armageddon. So, in the movie, one of the guys said an asteroid was falling. The president asked him, how big? He said, very big. The president said, how big? He said, the size of Texas. And my friend screamed. I didn't know what he meant. Well, why is he screaming? It was later, years later, I found out that Texas was one of the largest landmass in the world. So if an asteroid is falling that big, that means it's going to destroy the world. That's why dialogue should be very, very important in movies. If the dialogue doesn't work well in movies, the writer would have said a very big asteroid, but he could not describe the asteroid and now said the size of Texas. That is where some of us also fault script writers in Nigeria, because you find out that it's not very deep, but some people have become very deep, and this grew over time. I remember those analog times that Oga mentioned. There was this guy, Steve, no, I've forgotten his name, Horsemaker. Yeah, Horsemaker. I think it's late now. So the guy could hold the camera for, like, I'd seen it happen. He could hold the camera straight. You think it's in wood. The guy is in wood. But if he was that good at that time, and if he was around now, he would have been very, very fantastic, because it is what he knows. So when we talk about ChatGPT and other AI tools, there are so many of them. You could prompt it and say, I want a 3-minute documentary on open defecation in Jiwa, a community in the FCT, North Central Nigeria. That's a good prompt. Because you had mentioned the places that just don't say, give me open defecation in Abuja. That's too broad. You may likely not get exactly what you want. You know, so over time, some of us grew with that same time. And it was not the late 80s, please. It wasn't the late 90s either.
Late 70s.
So that's it. I'd like to wrap it up like this. We need to also, because two of my greatest strengths, I like to learn and I listen a lot. You know, there was one time Wole Soyinka came over to my first station, Edo Broadcasting Service in Benin. I was interning in '99. Intern, yes. So the big boys were asking him questions, but I was a student of Wole Soyinka. So because I was an intern, GM don't ask questions, managers don't ask. I raise my hand, they don't even see me. So they were now seeing him off from the studio. They were moving to the office, and I now shouted, "Kongi," and he stopped. He turned around. He said, "Somebody just called me." GM said, "No, nobody called you." He said, "No, I heard my name." He said, "Nobody called you, sir. Are you not Professor Wole Soyinka?" I said, "No." Because Kongi, I shouted, was Wole Soyinka's nickname. And he stopped, taking from Kongi's harvest. And he stopped. He wanted to know. And I said, somebody said Kongi. And then I turned, it was small me. Then I was 15. Of course, I wasn't 15. So he now turned and I said, "Son, come." So what that meant for me was your talent, even if it's just a 1 minute, one scene that you're given, your talent could in any way just make a way for you. And that is why he said during his training that you don't need 5 scenes, you don't need 12 scenes. It could just be a 1 minute, the worst part, 1 minute you're not saying anything, you just walk up past. That could do a lot, you know. And with that same interview, I remember Uche Jumbo. And I went, he said, "What's your question?" I said, "You wrote Abiku. JP Clark wrote Abiku. What frame of mind were you in, knowing that there was already a title like that?" You know? So that's just to say that let's try to move with the time. Even if you are 15 now, a time will come, you'll be old too. So people will still say you are old school. There's always old school. So let's just try to move with the trend. There's never a good time to start. In fact, the next best time to start is now. So that's basically what I have to say about this.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we have learned so much, and I'm 100% sure somebody has one question from the audience. Please, let's get the best you can get from these people. Funny enough, these are people you don't get for free. They may just look, not be that, but what they carry, some of us pay millions to see them. And now you have them now. Grab all you can grab. I know a lot of us have been exhausted. I'm sure we have not sat down this long for a long time. Even me, I have not stood this long for a long time. But I just want us to use this opportunity because this program would have been like 4 or 5 days. But because of public holiday, let's take advantage of it and the timing. So any question? He has spoken from the 1970s to Abiku and all of that to date now. Then the AGN mayor has spoken on how the future of AGN Abuja has been prompted by, they are prompting AI to do a lot with. And then our boss, Mr. Desmond, also highlighted the importance of what this AI can do for us. The DJ chairman also went further to explain the same thing. And I think the biggest question a lot of us would ask is he really coming to take our job? And I'm very sure they've answered it. And like I tell people bluntly, yes, it will. It will take the job of the lazy ones. Very well, very fast. You will sit down, the script you are charging people 200K for. Somebody will still charge with AI and collect 600K. Yes, because the person was ready to add professionalism to artificial intelligence. So I'm sure that will happen. Thank you very much. Please, for my panelists, I'm sorry, I like to do it impromptu. It gives us the originality. The same way I would have loved theater to be originality, giving an actor a script and then locking the actor somewhere without any artificial distraction, so that when they come on set, they do it in Hollywood, but we pray we grow to that level. But to end this class, I want to tell you this. AI is what you give in. And if you are giving anything to AI, be professionally ready to prompt AI. If you prompt anyhow, it will give you anyhow. And if you are very sure filmmaking is not your area, any other area, AI is there. I was just selfish enough to talk about film alone. There's so much, million and one thing you can do with this AI. And I can bet you, if you start now, it's better for you. Some of you have script in your head and you're like, I want to write a script or I want to start script writing. You have stories. Some people are very good at storytelling. I'm sure if our forefathers were alive during this AI, Tales by Moonlight would have been so much on our eyeballs everywhere. But now that you are part of this generation, use AI to the barest minimum. Because just like some of us, when Facebook and YouTube came, we thought it was a joke. But today now is a $1 billion industry for other persons. Most filmmakers, we didn't take advantage of it. Now, this one now, before they monetize them, take the idea, learn everything you need to learn about it. And for those producers, please, this is my end note to producers. Don't wait for money before you make blockbuster. I'm saying this because if you see some of the Laurel, I have over 40 Laurel from all film festivals in the world. The only film festival I've never submitted film is Cannes Film Festival, and I must submit film at least before time soon. The truth is that your profile grows when you have films, not just long length film, short films. There are global telling stories all over the world. International organizations are interested in our African culture. I had a seminar and a training with some organizations from Netflix and Amazon. And they keep telling us, we are no longer interested in how your houses in Abuja are built, or how you dress in our Western clothes. We are more interested in how you speak your language, how you eat your food, how you dress in your local materials, how you live in your mud houses and your thatched houses. Because the story you are telling us, that we are the one that gave you that story. Tell us your own story. There are some stories about your culture these people are interested about. They want to buy it. Festivals are hungry. You know you can sell your films in festivals. And that's why festivals are all over the place. Don't wait for cinema. Don't wait for African magic. Don't wait for rock. Don't wait for all those guys. Do a short film, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. My first film that won African Smartphone International Film Award was shot in 2 minutes with a Technophone. If I scroll the plaque, some of you that haven't seen it, you see one of them on the Laurel, Best African Film Shot with Smartphone phone. So there's so much we can do as producers. There's so much attention we can galvanize. When I did a film on irregular migration, I was flown all over Nigeria, about 3 cities. Then the ones that don't have airport, I was sent there, first class treatment, just to show my film. It was the Spanish government that organized that festival. So when you take advantage of this festival, you get relevance, especially the newbies that are coming into the industry. I am a product of film festival. When I saw the opportunity wasn't coming from rock and other platform where you do film, they give you condition, use this actor, don't use this actor. Festival don't tell you the actor to use. Festival is never interested in the face. They're interested in the acting, in the production. They don't ask you why is Motola or Jimike not in this film. No, they give you your organic winnership. And when I won my first film festival award in Edo State, it was a $10,000 award. I won it. Film I did with, I think it was only Nosares that was the face on that film. And that time, Nosares was not even known. I was about 2019, 2018, 2019. That time, he wasn't a big guy then. So when you crave to do these kind of things with your little information, your little gadget, you begin to even grow talent. And most of the actors in those films today, they are all doing well in other projects. So don't wait for big projects. Start doing film, start submitting festival. If you want to register your films, it's even safe to liquidify your film. Those of you that already have film. This Film Freeway is just a page that is linked directly to your Gmail. Once you enter your Google and put Film Freeway, automatically your Gmail registers you, just like YouTube. Then you upload all your film, the details, and you begin to submit. There are some free film festivals that you can submit. Zuma Film Festival used to be a free submission. I'm sure SDGs has not monetized theirs yet. They still give us room to submit. Those festivals are open. Submit your film, short film, lengthy film, and see the appraisal you may get. And those motivation comes from the Western world, original and organic, not the ones you submit and people are attacking you and like your film no make sense, it no make sense. Or if no they tell you it no make sense, they look at the story. Tell your story and let your story go global. Actors, monologue is very important. Change your Instagram handle, change your style of posting. Those twerking, they don't need it. A lot of directors, my directors can confirm, a lot of directors are looking for actors online. No audition is going on like before again. Everybody is online, scouting for young actors. I was telling somebody which day I said them with Kadiri, the Omone Opoli, they are generating actors every day. Started from Chika Dike, Abichidi Dike, from Maurice Sam to all these ladies you see on YouTube now. They are generating them. How do they generate them? They go to their page. Nobody say they carry them from nowhere. They saw their page, saw the relevance they put on their page. And before you know, somebody will say, I want to start a YouTube. You are going to be my female actor, your male actor. And when they enter your page, twerking. I keep using the word twerking because anytime I do audition, I'll say drop your Instagram handle. And once I see Instagram handle, even me, I'll forget saying now this one, these people come. So please, let's grow and let's grow. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you to Moses.
God bless you.
All right. Okay, so like I said earlier on, this is like the beginning of many of such that will happen. All right. Working closely with the stakeholders. Here today you have the DGN represented. We have the HN, the very massive bodies. We have Association of Movie Producers represented, which are and we have friends of the industry too. They also be here and giving us a lot of support to make it done. But I will not stop without really letting you all into the SDGs short film challenge. If you have not submitted a film, or you don't even know what the festival challenge is all about, I think you have missed the last 2 years of film. We have been taught edition, right? On March 6th, we unveiled this sort edition. There was one at the UN House. Although I think I know the UN House is a tribe, a semantic tribe, where you have the US embassy. I was going to head of the United Nations in Nigeria. Unveiled very nice.
I was thinking.
Thank you. That's where the head of the United Nations in Nigeria, the entire United Nations in Nigeria, unveiled it in collaboration or in partnership with the special advisor to the president on SDGs. So, in other words, the two highest bodies in terms of the implementation of the SDGs in Nigeria have endorsed this project. And in the first and second edition, we had people winning, and not just winning, getting recognitions for their films, but also we are rewarded handsomely. It wasn't too much, ₦1 million to be precise, for the grand prize. So, for those that submitted then, many of them didn't trust the process. They didn't trust the projects. They didn't trust those behind it, because then it was like an unknown project. Even we, the faces behind it, were not trusted. Somebody actually called, thinking we were going to use their film to open a YouTube channel. Yes, but you can't blame them. So many dubious things have happened previously. But we've been able to sustain this, and people have come to realize that we are not jokers. People who were very close that who couldn't submit, who didn't want to because they didn't think it was possible. How can you give somebody £1 million for short film? Later realize that it was possible. But I'm glad that we've done it for 2 years. This is the 3rd year running. And we've given this money to people we didn't even know at all. The guy that won the first prize from Lagos, maybe not a Lagos person, but based in Lagos. If you have watched Hijack 93, all right, he was one of the lead actors in Hijack 93, Alison Emmanuel. I've not seen it face to face till date. The lady that came second, Stephanie or Josephine, what was her name again? That came second. She won that, she came second on her sick bed. When she received her money, 500,000 naira, she was so happy because that was the money she used for her surgery eventually. We didn't know her. I wish there was a video conversation or a recording of it. She was in tears. She has never seen anything like this. The guy that won second runner-up, which we call the 3rd prize, came all the way from Jos with the film Tailored. Tailored also won another film, another challenge in Iowa. Then last year, we had another guy from Lagos, Izu Daniel, Izu Daniel, right? He also won. So I'm encouraging our people here in Abuja, submit your films. Don't look at it like we already know, you know this kind of, we know ourselves, Yes, some people call it see finish. Yes. But at the end of the day, you blame yourself for not taking advantage of it. Now we are expanding it. We are expanding it. It's always been a one-day event, the grand finale. But stakeholders have been calling for us to expand it to like 3 days, which is like a full-blown festival. We are looking in that direction. We are looking in that direction. And I'm sure that this year we'll have something bigger, something deeper, and if you don't mind, something more encompassing. I like to use them that way. Thank you. The very first edition, we had just about 100 films submitted, all right? Largely from Nigeria. But the last edition, we had 2,250 films submitted from 119 countries, not just Nigeria. So if you leave it, others will take advantage of it. As I speak to you, some people are already asking that, is it possible for you to host it in our countries? We are looking at that direction. Recently, I was with the Deputy High Commissioner, the Indian Embassy, right? And you know how large they are in filmmaking. All of these guys are interested. As I speak to you, we have about 2,000 films already submitted for this season. And I can tell you that of that 2,000, Nigeria is not the highest submitter. Nigeria has just about 100. If I open it for you, you will see other countries. Some have almost 200. That is how popular this this festival has grown. Don't look down on it, but if you want to, no problem. But I am asking, take advantage of it. Very soon we are looking at hosting the international edition. And once we do this, you have opportunity to even take your film to the international stage, and not just your film, will be your own presence if you decide to travel with us. So, make a film if you have not already made one. Tailor it around the SDGs. Question you may want to ask is, what is SDGs? SDGs is Sustainable Development Goals. It's a global development framework. The whole idea is to tell our stories with regards to development. All right? Be intentional about your film. Don't just give me your film. People have spoken about twerk today. Don't just give me a film of how somebody is twerking by the road or how people are kissing and all of those things. We are not so much interested in it. Give us an impact film. You know, Moses was talking about, he made a film on irregular migration, right? And they took him around the country. That is the kind of films we're talking about. The winner of the first edition Alison Emmanuel, made a film on black suits in Niger Delta. You know what that is? Due to the environmental degradation in that area, he decided to highlight the problems people are facing from oil exploration in that area. And at the end of the day, people are suffering, people are dying, people are sick because of this. He highlighted that problem. I didn't know about it, in all fairness, until I watched that film. I remember Francis Du, our old star here, of course he's an international star too, but he's one of us here in Abuja, called me after the festival to talk to me about it. That he was in Bayelsa State, because he did a project. You know, he's a scholar. He's not just a film person, he's also a scholar. He said he did a project in that very area, and he can testify that what was in that film was actually the true situation in that area. Then the first runner-up did a film on education, the girl-child education and the deprivation you can see in the northern Nigeria, most especially. Most times you have the girl child deprived of education. Why? For no reason. We have to marry you out early. At age 13, 16, somebody wants to marry you out just because there are certain benefits he needs to collect in the course of the marriage. Why would you not send your child to school? That could be a problem you want to highlight. You may also want to highlight the solution to that problem. So what we are looking at in SDG Short Film Challenge is identify a problem. Either you highlight that very problem, you open our eyes to see what problem we are confronted with, or you give us a solution to that problem, because we are trying to change our world on a daily basis. If you don't do it, if I don't do it, at the end of the day, our world suffers. Look at what happened in Mokwa, right? In Niger State recently. That is a climate problem. And when we talk about the SDGs, that is one of the goals of the SDGs. Look at it. Somebody can go to Mokwa and go and make a film that has to do with erosion, impact of erosion, environmental degradation. Almost every year they open the Lado Dam and people suffer. If you live in Benue, if you live in Kogi and many other states in Nigeria, you know how much they suffer when they do that. People are already scared, the volume of rain that is coming, and they are scared. As storytellers, we can tell some of those stories. It is not always about a boy meets a girl along the street, they later fell in love, and so what? Yes, I'm serious, and so what? And so what? Whereas there are problems in your village, in your community, that you can highlight. If you cannot tell your leader how to solve that problem, put it in a film. By the time they see it, they will realize that a solution is possible. You never can tell. Just from your short film, it could get to the table of Mr. President, and they say, yes, come and talk to us what you have in mind about this solution. It's from film. And at the end of the day, you are the one providing solution. You know that will not be done for free. So, look at that very area, all right? Any area that has to do with the 17 goals of the SDGs. Take your time. Just put the Sustainable Development Goals on your Google, and it will tell you all the goals, the 17 goals, from low poverty, zero hunger, good health, quality education, gender equality. I'm just saying one to five. So look at any area. They're talking about women's deprivation in politics, for example. Can highlight it. Why should a woman be denied the opportunity of equality in the society? If I have spent money training my daughter, why would my daughter not have the same voice as a man on the system? These are the things we are talking about. If you feel deprived as a woman, or you feel concerned about what happens to women, make a film about it. If you feel that you need to deal with the issue of hunger, and there is a problem in the country about hunger, make a film about it. And submit it. We still have a window. Benjamin, how long more do we have? Up to a month? All right. You still have that time. And I'm sure with ChatGPT, you can start running your script already. With ChatGPT, in 2 days, which is the nexus between what we are doing with the film challenge and the training you've gotten today, it helps you. It accelerates whatever you want to do. All right? Prepare your scripts. But please, give the right prompts and still give it to a professional to look into. Don't do yourself. You know what I mean? Don't do yourself. It will help you, but still give it a professional touch. All right? Make your film. You can actually do this in a few weeks. And the submission is free. You don't need to pay any money. What we do here is actually a service to humanity, because we can't actually collect money for all of these things, but we have decided not to collect money. So submit your film. You may stand a chance to win at the end of the day. All right? Thank you very much. We want to believe that we've been able to impact you today. It is not everything we can give you yet. There are still so much in AI you can learn. All right? If we don't have opportunity to have it, a master class before the film festival, be assured that you will have a full-blown training on AI and filmmaking during the film festival. We are looking forward to last week of August here in Abuja for that. So start preparing, prepare for the film and prepare for the festival. I would like to quickly put on screen, if it is still possible, maybe somebody can help me out, or as you shut it down. Yes, just a minute. You have a barcode there. Just scan the barcode. All right? Please help me set that up. Just scan the barcode. Give us a review about what you have learned today, what you think about it, areas you think we should improve on. All right? So that the learning will become more useful to you subsequently. Tell us however and whatever you feel about it. It's called review. All right? Give us all of that. Just fill it the same way you fill the form for registration. And if you have not registered online, excuse me, please, I enjoin you to do that. It is very, very important. Subsequent information will be easily passed across to you. And when you type in your phone number and email, let it be correct, the exact email. I saw somebody wrote something at email.com instead of gmail.com. All right? When we send you a mail, it will bounce back to us. And at the end of the day, you have deprived yourself the opportunity, all right, to get a feedback or further information from us. If there are opportunities that are also coming from us, you will not get it. So make sure that your address, your email address and your phone numbers are very, very correct. All right? So thank you so very much. We'll set that up quickly, and you will scan. And you know how to use QR code. All right? If you don't know, we'll teach you here. It's a digital class. All right? Just scan the QR code, fill the form quickly. Okay? And if it doesn't work, maybe you'll just come and scan from my laptop. I'll just open my laptop here, and you just scan it from my laptop. I think that does it for us today. I want to say thank you so much. I want to say a very big thank you for sharing your time with us today. You could have been doing other things, but you have learned. But we would like to see you use this knowledge to better your lives. That is what concerns us. All right? It is not enough for you to just learn, but use this knowledge. All right? So that when we see in future, we will know that something has changed about you. Thank you so very much. My name is Desmond Utome, and I'm the founder of the SDG's Short Film Challenge. My colleague is there, Benjamin Bitrus Domenai. All right? He's a professional script writer. Let me just quickly say that. He's a professional script writer. So if you need additional hand to your ChatGPT, please collect his number. It can help you put it, it can help you align them properly and do whatever that you need from a professional script writer. Benjamin, you may want to show yourself to them. Let them see you. He's a very easygoing guy. Yes, that's Benjamin. All right. So thank you, everyone. And until I see you again, God bless you. Take some time to network. Collect somebody's number from here. All right. Use the opportunity you have gotten here. All right. For your own best interest. God bless you. Okay, and in case you missed anything out during the training, all right, it's already, we were live on YouTube, all right? Just go on SDJ Short Film Challenge and Award on YouTube. You can decide to do that now, all right? Do that quickly, and you can watch these things over and over again. It is possible you didn't catch certain things when he was teaching you, so you can watch it again. Meanwhile, you can scan this, all right? And you can also follow us on all our platforms. Yeah, all our social media platforms. You can follow us. We are there. All right. Then our what do they call the other one again? WhatsApp channel. Yeah, WhatsApp channel. All right. Also follow us on there so that you get daily up-to-date information. Thank you all. God bless you once again. Oh, God. Sir, tomorrow. And if I know it wrong, no, listen. If I know it wrong, I know what happened. No, but the guy was coming to boss and come and play with it. He had a problem yesterday. So after, yes, squeeze it. Ricky Wajo for Akpaka is good. Bye-bye. Thank you.
I need to collect my boss. Mike. I want to interview you. Come and say something. Give me. Come here, Daddy. I'll leave that place.
Hello, my name is Jumai Musa. I'm an actor, a writer, and it's a privilege to be present at this training today from the SDG short film. We've been attending trainings, I must say, but this is an exceptional one. It's quite interesting, educating, and of course, I believe everyone living here is living with one thing or the other, because I have learned it, and I know by applying it, I'll be a better writer and an actor. Thank you. Oh, well, I will be able to talk about the panelists, the people who spoke to us. They were quite, how will I say that? They really touched us. We have panels and we have panelists. Indeed, they brought back from the back and then to the present, bringing the Gen Z back to the root. And of course, they brought in our intelligence and our knowledge. Thank you.
Okay, for them.
I'm Ricky Mwajofo. I'm a filmmaker and a writer. Being here today, in fact, I left a lot of things. I said, okay, let me just show my face on two grounds. One, the convener is a good friend and a colleague. At least let me come and show solidarity. But coming here, I found out that it wasn't about showing solidarity. It's worth it. Being here, I learned a lot. I know about IGP charts, about using it for filmmaking is actually what I didn't know much about it. And today I learned a lot about it. AI is not there to take over our jobs, not at all. It's there to help us to make professional our jobs. The fact that you are a scriptwriter, you can still use AI and write and then bring it out and put final touches and make it originally yours. It will give it out more resounding results. So today was and is still a very, very, very wonderful experience. Kudos to Mr. Desmond and his crew. And I believe that the next edition will be better than this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Who's the next person? Hello, Madam.
All right. My name is Bright Daniels. I'm an actor, script writer, and also an editor. Sorry. Father, I need this energy. Okay. My name is Bright. I am Bright Daniels, an actor, a script writer, and also, of course, an editor. Having the opportunity to attend this SDGs short film program today, I want to say that I've been blessed, so blessed, and I can tell that I have achieved a lot. Like one, this will help me in my script writing, breaking down my script for myself, and also breaking scripts down for my clients to make more money for myself. Like this is like using one stone to kill 3 birds at the same time. I just want to say a very big thanks to SDG Short Films for bringing this cheaply to our doorsteps. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Me?
Okay, action.
All right, my name is Fidel Castro. I'm a broadcast journalist, and it was really nice being here as a panelist, this trainer. And it is well that, the fears of people that AI is going to come take their jobs, has been doused now. But the bottom line is you should be able to know how to prompt AI to get the required and desired results. So if you're already smart, AI makes you smarter. If you're smarter, AI makes you the smartest in your room. Basically, that's what the training is all about. It tells us how to, be faster in our jobs. And instead of doing our job that is usually time consuming, AI can do that in a few minutes. But you must always know that when you prompt it the way you're supposed to act appropriately, you definitely get the required results. That's basically what it is.
Action.
My name is Holistic Okoye. I'm a movie director, chairman, director leader of Nigerian FCT chapter. Okay, today, see, no knowledge is waste. So the constant thing in life is change, so that we change when AI has come to stay. So it's a good thing to make them know the importance of AI. You understand? So some are feared already that is this thing coming to take our job? No. Rather to make you more smarter, work more smarter, like it. So it's a good thing, education, knowledge.
The hardest thing for an actor to do is to look into the lens. We are scared of it. Okay. My name is Ambassador David Allgreen. I'm an actor.
and I'm the consultant to Benue State Government on film development. Yeah, my experience here today has been very fantastic. Actually, I've been using AI to make work easy for me. But I like the way the presenter handled the class. And shortly after I spoke with him, and I told him that if possible, we can do this for some of the filmmakers in Benue. You know, so we are thinking about doing it online or maybe taking him to Benue. This is what every creative needs. Artificial intelligence has come to stay. And everybody that is serious about what he is doing has to embrace it. And there are lessons you learn when you continuously participate in programs like this. You don't think you know everything. I took one or two things from what he presented, shortcuts. You know, there were things I thought I was doing with ease, you know, but I was actually doing them the hard way. You know, he has simplified the whole work of AI for me. So I see it as a very fortunate experience. And I thank the organizers for putting together this wonderful program. And I encourage them to do more. You know, and for those that couldn't make it to this program, I think they missed a lot. Yeah, and I will encourage every actor, not just those in Abuja, but all over, to take advantage of opportunities like this whenever they create themselves. So I thank the SDGs filmmakers SDGs Challenge, Short Film Challenge, for bringing this to us. Thank you so much.
Miss Dosh, my grace. I want to appreciate SDGs and Actors Guild of Nigeria for bringing this training on filmmaking with ChatGPT. It was a very beautiful experience. We use Chat as AI for different things, but today I have come to the realization that it could be used for filmmaking, for scriptwriting, for directing, for a lot of the different departments of filmmaking that we get involved with. So I'm so grateful for the program, and I thank the presenter, Moses Jonah. He was very explicit. He did not just teach us what ChatGPT can do, but he added his organic knowledge to it, which made it very different. And we appreciate it for bringing it. We look forward for more of such trainings. God bless you. Yeah.